Welcome to Halftime Heroes for season 2026. We've got the latest news from across the Mornington Peninsula and beyond, with the crew of Adam Kelly, Peter Susovich, Neil Craig, Luke Harris, Chris Gamble, Lee McQuillan, and Jacob Kelly. Take it away, boys.
Fire away, folks.
G'day, sports fans, and welcome to the Halftime Heroes. We are back in Suss's Garage for another week. I've lost count of how many episodes we've done, Chief, thus far.
More than 10.
Year, more than 10, less than 15.
Yeah.
It's been a huge week in football over 2 weeks. It's been the split round. It was MND round as well as King's birthday. We're going to go through it all. I hope you enjoyed what the commish and the chief delivered at the Tired Football Netball Club last week. It absolutely did nothing for them, getting belted by Karingle in the end. But we'll go through that in the Division 2 show as I go around the room and introduce the panel. Hello to you, Chief, Master Button Pusher, and our great leader, executive producer, Peter Nipples, Chief Susovich.
I don't know where I got that name, Nipples, but we'll
no, it was back in the RPP days.
Your freaking nephew. Yep.
Yeah.
Cheerio up to the Murray up there, you peckerhead.
Yeah, and he doesn't listen to us, mate.
I know.
He's too important up there.
But
too important. How are you, Chief?
but what a great weekend of footy. Just raining in sideways, bit of hail.
I know.
Bit of riff-raff going around, but we'll talk about that later.
We will talk about that.
Yep.
I'm going to call it the round of upsets because, boy, oh, boy, there were plenty of upsets in both divisions.
But fantastic.
Absolutely. Hello to you, Jacob Kelly.
Hey, how are we?
Good.
I still don't know how to greet you, It's just
what?
Is it
Hey, Dad.
short pass? Is it,
no, I don't think anyone.
Is it
well,
ad?
the old school would know me as short pass back in the day.
They're all in homes
The old
now.
boys. They're all in homes now, exactly. Or like my dear brother Toe Punt, 6 foot under. But well, he's not actually under. He got crispy fried chicken. But hello to you, Macca. Yeah, look, mate, you have it.
Can I just say? I know I gave you guys an apology note and it said 2 weeks, but this cold's been really bad. And my mum said you cannot go and do the show. So I wanted to get the note back and extend the date because I know I've been gone for a long time.
Yeah, I've been gone for a while. You've been gone, but I've been gone for 2 weeks, so I haven't noticed anything.
Okay, good. Okay, so it only seems like 2 shows.
Yeah, that's
I've
right,
missed.
exactly right.
Yeah.
For me, no 3. One.
Yeah,
because you had your 1 week note that you gave a
had
note
the 1 week
for,
note
and then I haven't been here for 2 weeks. So as far as I'm concerned, and mate, I'm not like these, as Chief says, peckheads. If I'm not on the show, I don't listen to it.
Yeah,
because I'm not interested.
I sort of do to see.
I take the. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I sort of do to see how much I get bagged, and then I can sort of back it up because I know Gammas is on my case all day. He loves Mornington, so like he's always on my case. I love it straight. Do you know what I noticed with Gammas last week?
We said there's nothing in it, but
there's something in it.
Gammas, there's this much in it, mate.
I actually don't mind something, but I can understand when you lose a grand final, right? So I just noticed with him when you say it was years ago when you say who's your tip this week? The game is Dramana Mornington. He goes to Dramana. like he could not be quicker to dump Mornington in the shit and just move on. I wanted him to explain why he thinks that. He doesn't do it. He just doesn't like Mornington. But that's okay.
Mornington could be playing the under-12s from fucking Timbuktu, and he'd go Timbuktu.
Yeah, he's not going to tip
by
us.
plenty.
Yeah, correct. But that's okay. We talk and we're amicable outside of the show.
Outside of the show,
so it's good.
And in the show, I like the rivalry.
It is,
although you're in 2 different divisions.
We are, which is probably a good thing.
Not according to him.
No,
the wrong team won the fucking grand final.
Well, true.
We'll go into Division 2. It could have been very interesting with 30 seconds left to go down at Baxter.
Not wrong.
Jeez.
Yeah,
it could be. Oof, but we'll go into that.
We will. We have a huge show coming up. As you'll see, there's no old fossil dick next to me. He has been omitted, I believe.
Is he back at Palm Cove?
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the retreat he goes to, isn't
That's
it?
the retreat.
Yeah. That retreat.
Yeah, retreat.
We'll call it a retreat.
Respite, whatever you want to call it. He's been well looked after by some of the nurses up there that maybe a couple that Steph doesn't know about, but all in all, they're pretty good. The staff up there at Palm Cove, but he will be not with us this week as well as next week. Apparently, it's his goodest daughter's birthday. I believe that's what he said, wasn't it?
Yep.
And then
No note.
Chris, no note. Well,
No.
I'll see. He might have lunchtime suspensions for the next little
Yeah.
bit if there's no note. And well, Gammers, I don't know. What's his AWOL?
No. He that was part of the plan.
That was part of
Yeah.
the plan.
Yep.
Okay.
So he had his
a couple of weeks off.
No, well, he had his intra-league last
yeah,
week.
absolutely. Oh, with the 12s,
Yep.
the 12s.
And then he was just
Girls.
taking the week off.
Yep.
And that's all it was.
It's probably for the best because we will discuss this in the Division 2 football show, but only just getting over the line against
fraudsters.
Frankston Bombers, the fraudsters.
Oh.
And it was a hot game.
I heard
It was a
Red hot.
freaking hot game.
a little bit hotter than what it should have been.
Tensions were flying.
Did you hear that? I did
People
hear that.
coming from
Everywhere.
from rows back
Five
to
deep.
get involved.
I did hear that.
Yeah, no,
did.
so it was all on, but huge show.
While we're talking about 12s, just a quick snapshot of
Yes,
mine.
please.
We're
Thank you.
selected.
An update.
We're fully selected.
You're done. So you got
We're
your
done.
24.
We had, yep, and we had our first training at Haileybury on the weekend. Matty Lloyd, who has a boy who was previously on our side, opened the
Name
doors.
drops.
Matty
Scotty
came in,
Benaway.
spoke to the boys. Nah,
What
Scotty,
did you do?
Scotty.
You would have wet
Oh,
your
I ju-
fucking pants.
When Matty Lloyd, without a doubt. When Matty walked over, I always give Matty the floor
Little
and
Matt
just
the
move
stiffy.
away. Seems he's kicked 1,500 goals or whatever. Matty's a superstar, but he's
superstar.
actually a real genuine guy. So
Yes.
he spoke to the players and a lot of he had to introduce himself because a lot of the players were like,
No.
who are you?
Who's
Who
this
are
old
you?
fossil?
Yeah, so that was really good. So yeah, picked our side. We've got from an AFL perspective, we've got Cameron Ling's young boy on the side. So nothing like Cameron Ling. Nothing like
In and
Cameron
under?
Sauce? Little sauce?
no, not a sauce. In and under, right? In and under, brunette, right? And uses the footy extremely well. No pace, so that's probably about the same.
Yep.
But uses the ball unbelievably on both feet. Really strong through the hips. So when they try and tackle him, they can't get him. So
Under
like the
12s?
old man a little
Yeah.
bit like that.
Yep.
Yeah, 'cause-
So and him and the other kid that we've got in the side
Lingy
with
was
AFL. No, there's two kids with AFL lineage. We've got Carl Steinford bought one
Oh,
of his boys.
yeah,
got
yeah,
three
yeah.
of them. He'll be like the Dursmans in a few years.
Yeah.
The Steinfords because there's three of them. This one I think is the best of the lot. Oscar. He's an absolute star. Hardly speaks, but geez, his football speaks in volumes.
Yep.
And the other kid we've got is I've got a young fella who is the nephew of Nicky Winmar. So I haven't seen Nicky at anything, and Nicky, I don't know how old Nicky Winmar would be at the moment, but I've got his nephew. So a little bit of lineage there from a football sense, and then obviously all the rest of the kids are dads who have probably played footy in the VFL or whatever or locally.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Or
really,
somewhat no connection whatsoever, and they just guns
become
themselves.
guns.
Exactly.
But
Just
kids like
natural.
Nick Watson and Murphy Reed, they came through like that. And
Yeah.
look at them now; they're household
Yeah,
names.
yeah, exactly.
So it's a I love the program.
Yeah.
And yeah, well, I'm really excited. So we play. So we had our first training at Haileybury this week. This Sunday, where we've got Alex Park. Luckily, I know a bloke who's got the keys to that place.
Yep.
So we've got Alex Park on the Saturday, and then on the Sunday, and then we're playing Dramana Secondary College Year 7s and 8s.
Okay.
Yikes.
So
you're talking about the best of the best
yeah,
in Victoria,
Yeah.
and then you're going to go and play. There's probably some really good talent at Dramana Secondary. Don't get me wrong, but they're going to wipe the floor.
Well,
They are older
yeah.
too, though.
Yeah, this is the thing, right? So a lot of my parents will sort of turn in.
11-year-olds.
I say to the kids, you need to understand that we can't play against grade 6s because you're the best in Victoria. So we have to play year 7s and year 8s. And so when we play Xavier, we generally play the year 7s because they've got a football program.
Yes,
that's
that's
12
right,
months
correct.
a year.
Yeah.
When we play Dramana, I always say to because that's not necessarily a football program. They've got a football side.
Yep.
I say to them, you can have half year 7s, half year 8s. Now, some of the year 8s will be 6'2", because they're pretty big.
Yeah.
And
Lot of chicken.
my biggest kid will be even at 12. I've got a kid that's probably pushing 6 foot.
Yeah.
So like we're still going to be
Jesus.
very undersized.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chicken's real good down the
Mother
down
chicken.
the
Well, in
down the
Victoria.
Gippsland.
Yeah.
Anyone from the peninsula?
There is one, and I'm going to wait. I'm
Beautiful.
going to wait till we
look at it.
till we talk about the side. And when we talk about the side, I'm going to tell you about that young kid because I want to relate it to that football club.
Has he got a manager?
He hasn't, but he will have one in a few weeks. So
Right.
you want to jump on?
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
Just share him over. Yeah.
Managed by the
Just
halftime heroes.
Just a quick
That's
one, Macca.
Yep.
Do you know stats-wise how many kids will make it from
Yeah.
this program?
I do. So we've been going 41 years,
Mhm.
and our average of players that convert from our sides into the AFL, there's 7 per side.
Wow.
So when we look at the history, and I should bring the book in one day,
Mm.
some teams will have 10 one year, and then the following year you'll see 4, and then the 5. But the average over
Across.
is
Is
287 players have made it.
Jeez
So it's 7.
Louise.
And then every draft that comes up now, granted, the next draft that comes up, we didn't have that side because it was COVID. So
Yeah.
this draft coming up,
Yeah.
I don't know many of these kids coming in it.
Yeah.
I've known the last 5 drafts,
Yep.
all those kids like your Wardlaws and your Murphys
Yeah,
and your Watsons and your Harley Reeds and that. But then, so after this draft next year, I'll start to know all the players again because it was the year we didn't have a side. So,
Yeah, gotcha.
I can't tell you much about these kids. But
Yeah.
so 7, but the history is too that we've got about 25 Brownlow medalists,
Yep.
and we've currently got 4 AFL coaches that played in the side that are coaching us.
Jeez
How good is
Louise,
that?
That's
So-
unreal.
And that's why
What a program.
we get the best of the best into the halftime heroes. We really love, and I know the family love to follow this journey along with Macca as well. Because, mate, thank you. It's a really great insight into the talent that's coming up.
Well, and I was thinking too, I don't know whether it's something that Chief wants to do, but it'd be fantastic to get down and interview a couple of
I'd
those boys.
love to. So you
Yeah.
tell me when to come
Yeah,
down,
I can do that
and we'll just push Kevin Shee in the side.
and take over.
Yep.
Yep.
And just let Macca, just rule the roost. If he's punching out 7 each year,
Yeah.
that's an unbelievable figure. But I'd love to pop down and just have a chat,
Yeah,
and
my
even
word.
maybe get the little chief Timmy just to come down and have a chat with
Timmy
him.
loves it.
Yep.
Yeah, Timmy loves it. He'd be good to interview them.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would
Happy
be.
to have
That'd
you
be good. Go and do a bit of a vox pop.
Yep.
Talking to some of the kids. Good idea. I like it. Like I said, the commissioner isn't here, so the cone of silence is
It's out for repair.
it is out for
Yeah.
repair. But we're gonna. Do you just want to bring the halftime hero family through the? Well, when we can, we're going to. What are you? You're frantically doing something now.
No, I'm just
You
wondering
think I'm going
what-
to throw
what-
you under the
yeah,
bus.
correct.
Exactly. No. So we've had some. Well, we've actually had some planning. And some of the best planning happens when I'm not here. And
correct. Yes, that was it, the planning
I
session.
get somewhat annoyed by it, especially with Puss Nuts sitting next to me because I find out when he comes home. And I'm,
this is what we're
I'm
doing.
laid up and this is what we're doing. Oh, fucking thanks for that. So anyway, so we're going to try with the cone's going on mobile.
Oh, right.
So
Okay.
the cone's going
I like it.
mobile. I know. So we've identified, the Chiefs identified along with the FOSS, the commish, that understandably the coaches, senior coaches, it's a full time
Getting
bloody
him-
job.
Yeah.
Getting them in here. And
No. I don't want them to know where I live.
That's fair too.
That is,
I did
that's
notice
probably-
your letterbox is
that's-
gone.
that is probably
Two burnt cars out the
you
front.
had HMAS Sausage out the front. Where the fuck's that? That's gone too.
Is it?
Just the trailer.
Yeah.
And there's a good fire over the
Yeah.
road though. So it is. The cone of silence is going mobile. So we're going to try and get out to the clubs
Love it.
and bring the cone to the clubs. Speak to the president,
Yep.
speak to the coach, speak to the
Some
captain,
players.
speak to some players,
Get
do a
them
bit
all
of
in.
vox pop, get them all
Yeah.
involved, and we'll come to you.
I like
So
it.
yeah, exactly.
What modifications had to happen to the?
The cone.
We had to clean it. There was a lot of
Clean
grime,
it,
lot of grime and oil in the inside.
well, it's pretty much just
Yeah.
a van now.
It's a van.
It's
okay.
a van.
Yeah.
So it's like the old school Cheech and Chong
Yeah,
sort
I
of
like it.
compression session.
Yep.
In the van.
yeah,
Yeah.
Ford
Yeah.
Transit.
I did.
Ford-
It's white. I did like the tyre.
Sus is in there giving out
Yeah.
lollies. The Chiefs.
It does have an ice cream cone on the front, and sings a song while I go along the road.
Come into my cone. Oh,
Not that type of cone.
I did like the tyre version though, but there are a lot of birds. That was that very early in the morning? 'Cause
That
the
was
birds. I heard the birds in the background. They
that
were
was
trying-
just before a sparrow's fart. That
Yeah,
it
it
was.
was.
Magpies were just waking up at that time.
I know. It was very good. He did a great job, the commission, and we
Yeah,
can't wait for him to get back. Let's get into it.
Sounds good.
Straight into Division 1 football. The Division 1 football show, thanks to Frankston, Mornington and Rosebud Toyota. We thank you for your support for the Halftime Heroes. It was round 9 and, it was a King's birthday round. 2 games played over the weekend, one on Saturday, one on Sunday. But this game was Sorrento hosting Rosebud. It's always a classic It was down at Dave McFarlane Reserve, and it was, in the end, 18-16, 124, defeating the Sharks in a gallant effort, 14-8. 92 by 32 points in the end. Look, for me, it was probably a win that we all expected, but great show by a very, very undermanned Sorrento. I think the message going in, boys, into the game on Thursday night was we're a young team. Let's just go out there and have fun and play some football. And evident 14-8. I don't think Sorrento have done that all year. So brought it to the reigning premiers in Rosebud, and well done to the Sharks.
Yeah, look, I went and watched the first half of that one because obviously we're playing Sorrento this coming week, and I just felt that they remember I spoke to you guys a few weeks ago and I said certain sides play well against certain sides.
Yeah.
This is the matchup every year.
100%.
We saw it in round one. I watched the round one game, and then we've seen it again with Sorrento threw out a very different side against Rosebud this week. They didn't have, I would say, the cattle they had in round one.
Yeah. Oh, no.
And they've gone well again. Now, I didn't watch the second half. I was watching the scores from afar, but I just think that they match up really well against them, and they.
It's a great rivalry.
There is a rivalry. I think they get the bit between the teeth when they play Rosebud and want to really step up.
100%.
So it's a credit to them because they've stayed within 5 goals. I think that's everyone would the way Rosebud are tracking these days.
Yeah,
like
100%.
They're a fairly formidable side, and they had a good side in that day. I had a bit of a look at it and knew they'd had some really handy players. So that's a good result for them. I think
good result.
I know they're coached well. It's Sorrento. I know that. He's a gun. He's a good fella. Not only is he a good player and the knees, not as good as it was, but he's a good coach and he knows his stuff and he's doing a lot of things right at that football club.
I think there's been some bad press getting around, but I think he's the right person.
He's 100% the right person for that football club.
Hundy P is the right person for the. He's the right person for. It's a new saying. Yeah, come up with Hundy P.
Not up with that one.
What's that?
Not up with that one.
Not up with that one. It's American.
Yeah.
Hundy P. So they've what, Chief? He's the right man for the club. He's the right man for that team, and he's the right man to bring them forward.
100%
There's no question about that. He's bought in. He's gone to the board and said, "I'm not looking for band-aids. I want depth. I want juniors. I'm all in."
100%. That's why you got
I think he's definitely the way to go. So well done to you, Jimmy Helland. I hope you are back on the ground soon with that knee. Jake, in the best, please, quickly.
For Sorrento, we had Chad Harris, Shannon Gladman, Zach Keane, Aaron Bremen, and James Brigden. And then for Rosebud, we had Mitch White, Sam Hayes, Luke Simmons, Curtis Taylor, and Matthew Cumming. I believe Matty Cummings had about 50-odd hitouts, so just absolutely taking the mickey in the ruck.
It's Steve or Matt? Matt's
it was
27, number 27. I think one of them is the ruckman and one's more of a defender.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Which one was
But you're right. I think 27 is the one. That brother is the one that's had
they are fucking
big numbers.
Image. It's
57.
They are spitting image.
Oh, there you go,
Yeah,
Stephen.
Yeah.
Fair
So
enough.
he would add. I think he had 10 clearances as well to go with it. So he's obviously Sorrento got a pretty big fella in the ruck from Red Hill there. So he's he moves well. How's Isaac Freen's number? Like he's had 31. It's not a bad you remember we always go through Rosebud's numbers in regards to their top end with Nance Cowan and they've got the league medalists from last year, obviously in Huss and also guys like Carousella and Taylor in there. But Freen's gone and had 31. That's where it's frightening for the comp.
Yeah, that's right, exactly.
He could be getting 31 every week with every other club in the
exactly
but he's bumped out a little bit in that side.
All their top 6 almost. It looks now like their top 10.
It just becomes deeper and deeper. Adding Taylor.
All of a sudden, it's a top 22, and you're like,
exactly
Good
right.
side.
You're in a bit of froth and bubble.
Good side.
The next game, we can't wait to get through this one. It's the win that no one expected, and I think there was some.
Come on.
No. Let's be honest here. It was the win that, although you seem to you know the recipe for it, Macca, and you touched them up again, 17-8, defeating Dramana, the Tigs at home, 12-12-84. It was a 26-point win in the end, and it was MND round, so plenty happening around all the grounds. In the best four, Dramana, it was Billy Gertz, Sam Fowler, Jai Taylor, Jake Arts, and Josh Gertz. And who did you have in your best, please, Macca?
Matty Kane was best on with his 7 goals. Hudson Price did an amazing job on Artie. I mean, Artie has had big numbers, but he certainly quelled his ball movement, the effectiveness that he would normally have. Credlin went up against Gertz in the ruck, and he's been just a super player for us this year. Credlin. Mitch Bloom was amazing down the back half, and Todd Vanderhaar stood up this week and probably had his best for the season. So that's a good best for us. There's a couple of different names in there. One notable thing I want to say was Chaz Sargent played his first game for us off the back of a knee reconstruction. You know, the interesting thing about this guy, he was captain of Heidelberg. He's kicked a lot of goals in his career, up to 100 in that competition.
Which is unheard of.
Heidelberg are a good list as well.
It's a great,
notoriously, they're a good team.
Absolutely. And when we picked him up, we signed Chaz Sargent and Max King as the package, and we were like, here we go. We've got a 203 centimetre ruckman and a bloke who kicks bags of goals. This is going to be the best. And then all of a sudden, they've both done their knees in the pre-season. So we lost them all year last year. They were our two boom recruits.
Yep.
So Chaz Sargent plays 4 and does his knee in round 4. King doesn't even get on the park. So then 12 months, well, even longer, 12 months later for Chaz Sargent, he comes out and plays his first game, kicks 4. He's in better nick right now, fitness-wise, than what he was when he played his first game for us.
Yeah.
And then Maxi King's played his third game. Yeah. And Maxi's moving. We've been managing Max. So we've been we played him against Mount Eliza, gave him a week off, played him again against Pines, gave him a week off, played him in this one. He's had another week off. But he's ready to now play for the rest of the season.
Okay.
So with those two on the forward line, they create havoc. And then you got Matt Kane sitting in the background.
I thought he's changed his name to Tom Papley.
Yeah, Tom Papley. Might be a little bit taller. But Matty, God, he's a hard matchup. So, the biggest thing I want to point out here too is we spoke before the game. We had 11 players on our side, that 7 of them in the current under-19s and 4 are first year out. So 11 of our players were from last year in our 19, so half our side. And we knew that going in, which there's 2 ways that can go. That can go with inconsistency, which you've seen a little bit from us this year.
Yep.
Or it can go to all eggs in one basket. They
That's
play
it.
out of their skin, and we get the normal output from Nathan Heath, from Chaz Sargent, from the rest of the list, LaFontaine and Credlin and those sort of guys. And then all of a sudden you're flying. So for us, it's like if our kids are up and about, our older blokes perform every week.
It does. It sets the tone, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And that's, that obviously we saw that result against Rosebud with, a young Sorrento. Did the same thing. They introduced a couple of kids from the 19s, and all of a sudden there's this burst of energy that comes through the joint. And
Corey Cassidy's the other one I wanted to mention for us too. We recruited him from in the VAFA.
Yeah.
He played a lot of footy collegians, played state sides and everything like that. And he's 30-odd now and was weighing up not playing footy. And we got wind of him moving to Mornington, and we've convinced him to come back and play. He's playing in the midfield and playing an unbelievable role for us. And we've realised how good a football that guy is. He's been huge. But I'd have to admit the one thing that sort of we spent a lot of time on throughout the week was if you look at numbers,
coach and you are listening to this,
if you look at numbers, and I love Dramana, don't get me wrong, I like a lot of the guys there. I've coached a couple of their players throughout their careers, but they are 26 handballs ahead of any side in the competition, clear per game.
Now, I'm going to put this to you, and I've just come up with this, but nothing's changed over the 5 years. So what was your angle? They've always been flick with speed. So what did you do different?
Yeah. So throughout the week, we practiced taking away their second and third option. So you're not going to stop Fowler getting the footy. He's a super player with a lot of speed. You're not going to stop Jake Arts getting the footy. You're not going to stop those Gertz boys. But what you can stop is the overlap handball.
Yeah.
So if you sinkhole and you create too many players to that one bloke with the carrier, he just has options everywhere, and they'll suck you in because when you're one of the Gertz boys with big bodies, or you're Artsy who's quite strong, he'll bust through. So you've got to be okay with the fact that you might miss that first tackle. You've got to be okay with that.
Yeah.
What you can't be okay with is committing 2 or 3 players to that one bloke, because he draws it in, holds, and then feeds the other one. Then they're out. Boom. Whereas if you can stop the second or the third handball, you get them back the other way.
Yeah.
So we spent a lot of time knowing that they were, and if you look at the numbers against us, they've handballed 100 times more than us in a game. 100 times. More than what we did.
Phenomenal.
So we knew their handball numbers were going to be high. We just knew our defence, our D1, our D2, and our D3 had to be elite.
Yeah.
We had to take that away from them, because you got to look, what's their strength, what's our strength? Well, their strength was just so much bigger than ours. So we said, well, if we take that away, and then we look at the other end, and we've got Kane, Sargent, and King sitting down there with Bannon and those sort of guys.
So it's about that
feet.
quick movement, because once they get that ball out, that first handball,
you're in strife.
They're already on the move, aren't they? So
not too much. Just
no, it's there. We've
hold it in, Macca.
It's the black book. It's out.
And I'm not sitting here saying that'll work for everybody, but it worked for us.
No, that's right.
It worked for us because we just spent a lot of time on our team defense.
Yeah,
and we just decided that's how we're going to beat them, and we came in with a similar plan last year. But
how old's Hudson Price?
He's 17.
So there was a little bit of bad press
Might have
getting
just
around.
turned 18.
No.
Might have just had his 18th, actually. Yeah, 18.
There was he did an outstanding
Yeah,
job
he did.
on Artsy, didn't he?
And like I said, I've coached Artsy. He's a great fella, Artsy,
Yeah.
like a real soul of the earth kind of guy. And yeah, he did an outstanding job on him. Now you'll see the stats will say Artsy had 36, but they were so limited with
Yeah.
what he did. He probably had 2 or 3 clearances at the start of the game when we didn't have the tag on, and then we put it on a bit earlier than what we thought. We're going to let the game settle a bit for Hudson. And then when we realised Artie's like clearance after clearance, we're like, put him on. So he's probably had 30 odd on him. But the 30 weren't the normal 30 that you get off Jake Arts. Jake Arts is such a good footballer.
Yeah.
And I've got so much
he's a
time for him. I'd
superstar.
love to have him on my side.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
the reality is, if he's not on my side, I want to make sure he's not burning us on the other
that's
end.
right.
Because you got to worry about him and Fowler and White.
You spoke to
Gay.
him at the end, and he had quite some things to say
I
about.
spoke to him as he
Artie.
walked off the ground, and he just, he put his arm around me and just said, mate, he goes, that kid you had on me today, he did a super job. He just didn't give me any space. I couldn't, be my creative self. And he said he did a super job. So, credit to Artie. He would have been filthy.
He would have been filthy to get burned by
yeah,
a 17-year-old.
Yeah, and Hudson Price is a big boy, so he doesn't look like that. But he would have been filthy about just being limited and them not beating us, which I can totally understand. But to his credit, as he's walking off the ground, he was able to compose himself and say, mate, he did a great job.
Yeah.
Fella. So,
Awesome, mate. Love it. Absolutely love it. The next game, well, it happened weekend just gone. It was the 13th of June, and it was Devon Meadows. Boy, oh boy, wow, 9-15-69, defeating the Stone Cats 2 words. Chief, just the score was, where are we? It was
9-15.
9-6-60 by 9 points. Yep,
sorry.
Thank you. Jeez, you're too quick. In the best, please, Jake, for
Devon, we had
please.
Jack Wilson, Levi Churchill, Kai Quirk, Dean Kent, and Hugo Burke. And then for YC, we had Bailey Watson, Luke Painter, Brenton Lambert, McKenna Hura, and Matthew Jackson.
MND round it was, and it was at Glover Reserve, and I loved all the country football clubs, not just MPFNL, but all around, getting around the great Neil Danaher, who we sadly lost a couple of weeks ago, which we obviously spoke about a couple of weeks ago, Macca. But geez, it was good to see, and cried like a baby during the funeral.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, it was so sad. I'm not good at funerals at the best of times, but that was really sad.
Could I get you onto something for us, Chief? I want to know Devon Meadows' win-loss record at Glover Reserve.
Mate.
Let me do some work on that one.
Because
in Division 1, it's looking pretty...
No, I'm talking about this year.
Yep.
It is elite.
Oh, it's massive.
I think Dramana
Yeah.
Dramana got him. Dramana got him there. I'm not sure anyone else has. I think they've got everyone else.
No, I remember
I'll leave you with that.
The commissioners said, I know.
Yeah,
has
they're
said
a 5-goal better team.
Absolutely. They're incredible. They're almost unbeatable.
They're very good there. So interesting to note too, Kai Quirk, who's been a super inclusion to their side, and Hillis, 25 and 30 between them. Quirk's averaging 30 a game, including 15 contested. When you talk about stats, so remember I told you I've got access to sort of, the data. Kai Quirk is 9 of his different, obviously, stat components are in the elite category.
Yes.
In the comp.
Unreal.
And then Hillis has got 7. Now, remember, Hillis has played a couple of games up forward. Mm-hmm. So between the two of them, they are sitting
right up the
extremely... There's Quirk there.
there you
So
go.
Right up the
for
top.
disposal. So he's
Disposals.
number one, the confidence. He's got Artsy covered. That's unbelievable.
That's
for him.
incredible.
He's come from Druin, who didn't... I think Druin the year before possibly didn't win a game. They might have won one in the Gippsland comp. He was their main player. But he's come across to this club and been just a huge addition.
Standout.
It was interesting. 5 minutes left, and YC had all the flow. The umpires were giving them everything, and Nick, they eventually got the ball. Devon back to their
Are you going to
forward
get in
line.
trouble again by the umpires?
Well, take a look at the vision.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I can
Look at the vision.
say. Yep.
Very
And
good.
then
Stating the facts.
Yeah.
and then look at Nick Battle just pulls the ball in and swings around onto a left foot snap and seals it for Devon. That was the crowd went apeshit.
Yeah, they would
I
have.
reckon I saw that in round 2.
Yeah.
Can I did say I'm going to mention someone. Thomas Cothop is the name. Thomas Cothop. So he's made the Victorian under-12s, and he's from the Devon Meadows Football Club. So congratulations to Devon Meadows Junior Football Club for a young boy, Thomas Cothop, who has come through their program. I'm pretty sure he goes to Devon Meadows Primary School. But he is an elite left footer. who made that side in a canter. And I'm really proud to say that, I said to you guys last time I was in, I want someone from the MPFNL. I don't look at where they're from. That's not how we pick the side. But once it's all selected, I was really happy to see that Devon Meadows had sort of held that flag for the MPFNL, and we've got a young fella who's going to be the one player we've got in the comp.
And if Gidder's got anything to do with it, he'll be playing next year.
He could probably play next year too. This kid can seriously play.
Really?
He's a lethal
There's something
left
about left footers in there.
And so really nice family, and I just wanted we talk about the Devon Meadows Football Club and the rise of that club and how they're it was always going to be, is it going to be a challenge for Division 1, and they've found out it's not.
Yeah.
They've done quite well, but it's just great that their junior program is being highlighted too. So big future ahead.
The
for
facilities down there, Macca. The
Absolutely.
junior club at Devon Meadows is huge.
Super impressive.
Yep.
Very, very good. So it's
You
they're going to be
ended up
good.
there by mistake, didn't you?
I did end up there by mistake.
The next game was, Norm Whiteside. I was waiting for my tick, but I didn't get it in the end. It was Edithvale at home, Regents Park, defeating by 4 points the Langwarrin Football Netball Club, 12-13, 85 to Langy, 12-9, 81.
Get a read on this, Mob, eh?
Yeah, it's kind of hard. What, Chief?
Well, it's just
Goal at the
right at the death knob.
Right at the death knob,
And,
30-minute mark.
Yep, and Edie seal it.
Yeah,
So,
dead set.
Yeah, right. So they've kicked the goal with a couple of minutes to go.
Yep.
Maybe 3 minutes on the.
So it was going backwards and forwards all quarter, tit for tat, and then Edie get the last laugh. So
have a listen to this for some best. Toby Arms, Liam Hiscock, Tyrone Vickery, Kurt Lopo, Kyle York in for Edie Aspen for Langy. It was Matthew Johnson, Hayden Golby, Brody Carpenter, Nicholas Hamill, and Jade and Jubenko Yobiuti rounds out for Langy Chief.
Matt Johnson picking up some goals again with
Another
handy
5.
Yep.
Geez, they must him and Matty Kane must be just about level pegging.
I think 42 and 41.
It's great because they've always struggled in my from memory for me, Langwarrin. They've always struggled for that key target. Their backline's always got them through their midfield, but they've always struggled down forward. And to have a player like Matty J,
yeah, but he's got some mates as well.
Yeah.
I don't think Harry Money played on the weekend. He wasn't in that side, I don't think. So I mean,
no, he's not.
Still got a few in there. Still got some Painberg and
well, you said 3 weeks ago for some that might forget that got more angles, therefore
they've got more options.
More options than Rosebud.
The Rosebud, they do.
Yeah,
which is
a huge statement.
I want to state again that Kuipers and Dixon are super, super forwards.
Yeah.
And White, obviously, is the other one that's mid-forward.
Yeah, exactly.
But these blokes have got a few more options.
Yeah.
Like they're different to those three.
Different.
They're big, powerful forwards. Whereas
they're
these
targets,
guys,
aren't they?
Yeah,
Like
I had Jono at when he was a kid at Beaconsfield. He's like a lead-up hybrid type, good mark, beautiful shot at goal. Painberg's a bit bigger, and then Orchard, and then you got Money, and then their half forwards are quite elite too. So, Carpenter and those blokes. So I just think it's a different forward line, but I don't know, like they're two. If you were picking in the backyard, they're two different forward lines.
Yeah.
If you had to have that one or that one,
be
very hard to choose.
Go the big kid.
100%.
Yeah.
Big kid
If
every
it's wet, we'll go the big kid. But if it's
absolutely.
dry, we might go this one.
Yeah, 100%.
Go Money or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, imagine them, sort of just having babies and being on one football team. Wouldn't it be unbelievable? The next game, Chief, it was the last of the MND round, and it happened on the 13th of June. Sorry, it was the Pines taking on Mount Eliza at Eric Bell Reserve, and Mount Eliza are too experienced and too quick in that game. It was 1624, defeating the Pines 9-8-62 by 62 points. It was, and in the best, Jake for Pines, please.
For the Pines, we had Zechariah Cuppins, Harrison Toms, Luke Dalmo, Jake Clean, and Guy Hendry. And then for Mount Eliza, we had Zachy Jones back on the list, Declan Cole, Josh Allen, Archie Stringer, and Jackson Tanner.
Good.
No Nelms.
Yeah.
Well, Nelmsy's had 30. I was just looking at the numbers because Zach Jones had a day out. Yeah. It's very interesting. It's not very often side has 100 more possessions and wins the tackle count.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen very often. So they've done both, which is because you normally 100 more possessions. You go, well, the other side's going to be the side
of course.
you're going to be tackling them a lot more, but it's fair effort from Ricky's boys to do that.
Are we coming to that time of year
Well,
where
I was just about to say that if you
Well, I beat you to
if
it.
there's anything to take out of this show, the Division 1 football show right now, I think was that statement just then, because when Manlyza play that, the Red Leagues play that kind of football, that's when they're scariest.
100%. Yeah.
They're doing a lot of things well, and when shit starts to work, Ricky J's only going to tighten things up. And
we all saw last year they only have to finish fifth, don't they?
Yeah, exactly right. They just need a sniff. That's all they need.
Yeah.
It's a real bounce back after Germana. The Germana loss last week for them to come out and really stamp authority on the Pines, isn't it?
I noticed the Pines brought in a new bloke this week, Darrington.
Yes.
From
Frankston,
yeah, which was interesting.
Frankston Dolphins VFL. And congratulations to your mate too, Tom Murphy.
Yeah.
Well, another 2 years.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and it's good. If that's the case, they're backing him. Like that's really good. But I you look at that side, and we obviously didn't know much about Darrington when he came in. He looks like he's come from the Gold Coast. He actually looks like he's played a little bit all over the place. But obviously he didn't have a local club. So yeah, I know they've got him listed at 3 points. So whether I don't know. He seems to have been at a few clubs, so it'll be interesting to see whether that 3 points is correct.
He must know someone.
Lots of talk during the week around points and players. So
Really?
Well, he shouldn't be if he doesn't have a junior club, he shouldn't be a 3-point player. He's playing VFL actively.
Yeah, well, it was interesting. We had another player in another club that plays across 3 competitions.
Yeah, we have. I know who you're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah,
And in one comp is 6, and in this comp is 5.
Interesting.
Yeah,
So
how does that work unless he's played more?
Well, he's VFL listed.
Yeah, it
So-
doesn't matter, does it?
No.
If he's played consecutive years at the same club,
That's right.
it
Well,
might
he's
have
playing
dropped
more
one.
at one club.
This year he's played at 4 clubs.
Yeah, right.
What?
Yep.
there he has.
Yep.
How were they allowed to do that?
Yep, 4 clubs, and so it's very, very interesting.
Oh,
There you go.
Making shit up as they go. Pines played with 40 points, so they could have, they had another 2 points. So
They could have listed him as a 5.
They could have listed him as a 5, and they still would have been okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
That rounds out what was round 9 in the MPFNL division.
MND round.
MND round. What, Joe?
The takeaway.
I'm getting there.
That's okay. I'm just making sure you're
All right,
right.
I'm getting there. Takeaways, Chief.
Takeaways.
Chief's going to steal them all.
It's
Oh no, fuck! I go to him every time.
it's a big boy
One.
month. It's big boy month. That's all I'm gonna say. And the weather.
You said that's all you're going to say.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. What's Big Boy Month mean?
Well, it's the weather's getting worse. The conditions are getting a lot more testier,
yes.
and and we're seeing results flip like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it's anyone's game.
No
Yep.
grass on ovals.
Yeah.
I'm jumping on quick. I'm going to go Devon. I think they continue to just prove something every single week. And look, they've come out and beat a YC, but like the scoreboard 9-15 to 9-6
Yeah, they
scoring
smacked them.
shots. That's
Absolutely smacked.
that's super impressive for a YC side that haven't dropped too many games this year. They're sitting well in contention, top 5, and
F word.
what? No, not yet,
Ooh.
not yet. But
Frauds.
No,
That's his
I just said F word.
That's his
That's all.
favourite word.
no, relax. But yeah, no, Devon super impressive, and then with their addition
It was
of
a finals.
Hugo Perks as well to come down and play from GWS VFL, I think he's from.
Yeah.
So for him to come down and add another layer of depth to their side, they're actually going to be very good.
They look so solid with Kent in the back line.
Yeah,
there.
big
Oh,
time.
jeez, unbelievable.
So yeah, my takeaway.
For me, and I'm not giving Macca a wristy underneath. Here's my hands underneath the table. But for me, it's Mornington. I think
Jeez, you're good.
you put them,
You're good.
you put them to task. You put them to task.
Keep them held up. Keep them held up.
You trained.
Lucky Gamma's in there. He wouldn't be. He'd be
He'd
looking
be
at
on
you.
your case right away.
He'd just be getting some distance. I reckon. No, look, I just think there's nothing better than getting a young team up and to defeat they're back to
They're
Durant's back.
star-studded.
Exactly.
Get him up for
it
4
was
quarters, mind you.
exactly right. And Mornington haven't done it a lot this year, and to do it over 4 quarters and to take away 4 points by 26 points, it's pretty impressive, mate. So well done, well done.
Thanks, mate.
Yours, please.
I'm just looking at the ladder in regards to there's 4 sides who are vying for 4th and 5th. So the interesting thing though too is that
Can you actually
YCW
go through the ladder.
Yeah, YCW obviously is sitting on. So Rosebud sitting on 32. You got Lang Warren and YCW both on 28. I feel like there's a big difference between that.
You can see the percentage, can't you?
Yeah,
Mate?
it's 40%. So I feel like Lang Warren's a fair way ahead of YC. YC, to their credit, had some nice close wins early and have held on. Got a 2-point buffer on Mount Eliza. Not sure whether that's that gap's that big. Obviously, with Mount Eliza,
it's 2 games, isn't it?
But
it doesn't.
Your Mount Eliza got that percentage, which will help them.
Exactly, but it doesn't look like 2 games.
And then Dramana, obviously we beat them on the weekend, but I'd hate to be playing them this week on the back of that because they'll probably come out and breathe fire. And now Devon Meadows have put themselves in the mix, and so are Edie. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sides who are vying for 4th and 5th, who are very, very. And Edithvale's got a percentage of 100. With Devon Meadows down at 83. So that could come into play too. So my takeaway is how close it is for the last 2 spots there. We'd like to think if we can get on a run, but at the end of the day, we're a fair bit off these guys at the moment. We've got another thing to worry about at the moment that we need to take care of. But I did want to point out before, because I put you on the job, Chief, but I've looked at it myself. So they have won 4 out of 5 games at home.
There you go.
Yeah, 4 out of 5. That's right.
Is that what you had too, Chief, was it? Yeah.
They have only dropped the game to Dramana and Glover. They've beaten everybody else. They're 1 and 4 away from home, but they're 4 out of 5. That is. Again, I've played them 2023, and I can't remember what their record was back then. But now it's definitely become a huge home ground advantage because this comp's seeing it. You're not beating them there that often. Like Dramana got it done, but no one else did. So credit to them. 4 out of 5.
That is the new Coliseum.
Absolutely, it is. Salary country. It is round 10. Let's get through the upcoming round 10. It's going to be played out on Saturday, the 20th of June, which is my beautiful wife's birthday. So happy birthday to you, Ashley Kelly. Not that you watch this show at all. Couldn't be more disinterested, to be honest with you, Macca.
Yeah, my wife's a bit the same. She thinks I bullshit every second Monday. For all she knows, we're down having a few pints.
A few froths. Geez, hello. Anyway, sometimes I'd rather be doing that.
Yeah.
When Chief doesn't turn the fucking heater on. No, it's on.
It's on.
It is beautiful. It is beautiful. The first game's at Emil Madsen Reserve, and it's Mount Eliza taking on Devon Meadows. And I reckon this is going to be a bit of a cracking game. Both teams coming off a confident win, especially with Devon Meadows. Mount Eliza having that break. They did, didn't they?
They both played this week.
They both played on the weekend. They did. Thank you. So for me, it's a real twin tosser, this one.
Twin toss.
The old twin toss. It could go either way. I think Mount Eliza at home, though, just, too strong. Ricky's boys.
Yeah, I'll say the same because it's not a Glover Reserve.
Yeah,
100%.
That's why I'll say it'll be Mount Eliza.
I did just jump on the bandwagon of Devon Meadows, but I think Mount Eliza, if they play the way they did last week and they keep that's their trajectory now, I think they'll wipe Devon quite easily.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just channeling the commish out of the retirement home up in Queensland, and Devon are going to clip the ticket. They've got a free clip. And
they do have a free clip.
You reckon?
A free clip here. They've got some gun forwards in.
Against his mob, though, you reckon?
Well,
the Devons. This would be interesting. We might see if we can get
the Commish
his
Cup.
tip over the the Commish Cup. Get him on message and see who he's going to tip. But it would be interesting.
I was just looking. They haven't played each other yet.
No.
So because I was trying to look and go, well, if this is at Emil, I wonder how Mount Eliza went when they played at Glover. They haven't played there.
No.
They played there in the second last round of the year. Yeah, so it's the same as us playing Serena.
Yes.
We haven't played Serena yet. So this
But
is
you've
the
played
round.
Dramana twice.
Played Dramana twice. This is a round where nobody's actually played each other. Yep, but we have played one team twice.
Yeah, which is bizarre.
Yeah.
So free clip for Devon, and I think they, with some firepower up forward, might test the back line of Mount Eliza.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cass.
Yeah. So you're tipping Devon.
Devon.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Because a lot of people don't speak dribble, so they wouldn't know what clip the ticket. Is that what you said?
What do you mean clip the ticket? You get on a train, they clip your
Mate,
ticket,
we're
don't you?
not all fucking 80. We don't all
you-
understand.
Not these days.
Have you been
No.
on Puff and Billy?
You went on
Haven't you
Puff and
been on the-
Billy
haven't
when
you
it was
been on the-
actually operational.
Have you been on the tourist railway down here at Mornington?
Oh, really? That hasn't
They-
been operational for 36
They clip
years.
the ticket.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you're winning. It just means you're going on a train.
Well, that means you get on the train and you go for a ride.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, sorry, I'll stand corrected.
Fuck you know.
Jeez. So, Devon. Okay,
Devon.
next game at John Coburn Oval. It's Frankston YCW Stonecats. 2 words. Playing Dramana Tigs. They're going to be dirty. They've had a week's rest.
Yep.
And they are going to go whack at
Dramana will win this.
John Coburn Oval.
Dramana will win this.
100% they will. Hundy P.
I'm going to go the other way. I'm going YC at home.
Yep.
Only because you look at the ladder, points against Dramana is 797.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, you're going
I was
going
gonna
down the
say,
gammas.
don't, mate.
Hey,
You'll get upset.
It
You'll
must be
get
that
upset.
It must be that chair.
The rest, the rest of the 5 are all 650 points or less against. So defensively, they're a lot more sound than Dramana. And from what the vision we just watched, Toothy coming off with a knee, he is one of their
Backline
good
specialist.
defenders.
Yeah, he is.
Lockdown.
Yeah.
You take that away, that 797 blows out. I'm just thinking YC
Yeah.
might
No,
get
I
the
like
job done.
I like it.
I'm hearing through the grapevine that Quigley's not far away.
Yeah, I am also hearing that as well. So whether
So
he comes back for this
He
week,
was the one that was missing on the weekend. But,
Yep. Quig's been out for a little while.
YC, boys.
YC.
Yep.
Split
Okay, so
down
2 and 2.
Yep.
Like it.
Half.
Next game's at Regent's Park, and it's Edith Vale taking on Rosebud. Edith Vale going in a little cocky Rosebud with the week's break
On a small deck.
on a small
That
deck
has grass.
that has
does have
grass.
grass.
Rosebud through the week announced it happened actually today.
Yeah.
Thank you for that inside information, Brett Whale McRae, the president of Rosebud Football Club, Football Netball Club, sent me a message last night saying that the ground is getting ripped up, 12,000 square metres or square feet.
Of
whatever it
pure
is.
South Australian cooch.
50 mil.
Yep.
50 mil. So from all reports,
The
it
Super
will
Rolls.
not move. The Super Rolls. How many B doubles are coming from
I think it
South
was
Australia?
14 B doubles.
14 B doubles of these
Wow.
massive rolls of turf.
That's a lot of turf.
That will be no doubt pegged. So
Have a look
nothing's-
here, folks. We'll chuck up some aerial views that were taken
Oh,
earlier
very
in the
good.
week.
Yep.
So, and it shows how they're digging it up and only doing part of the ground, as you said, and they'll probably do the rest
after the
just
season.
after the season. I'll hope it'll sit in there.
Yep.
Be interesting for finals and be interesting understanding there might be some talk that work will be done on the other grounds post this as well.
You would expect. I went past Rye today, and I went past both. I think Sorrento's has held up, and they'll probably kick my ass for this, but I think it's held up a little bit better.
Yeah.
Rye's no good at all.
It's a traffic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, a lot on that ground.
Yeah. Tips. Edith Vale Rosebud.
Rosie.
Yeah, it's hard not to, isn't it?
Look, we've seen that they can play this game style really well where on small grounds they just play contest.
Yeah.
And like Rosebud play contest really well. So I think it'll be, Danny playing to his strengths with his big boys.
That's right. And we'll see maybe a little bit of last year's game style come back
I think that
on
might
a
be the
small
case.
deck.
They've had a week off too, so they're going to be
Yeah,
pretty fresh.
exactly right.
And I'm a big fan of Diggins, and I know Lopo is quite good through there. Wyatt, this young kid who's been playing really
Wyatt's
well
been
for
good.
Edie as well. But the problem's going to be that you're going to roll Diggins through there probably all day the way he toils. But then you got to toil against about 8
That's right,
midfielders.
exactly.
It's just too many.
And they'll just
They'll
keep
just be
moving
fresh
around.
and just
Yeah.
I just think
Especially with a week
it'll
off.
happen in the middle, mate.
And almost for Edith Vale Aspendale, the worst timing to have their ground redone because they're going to be training on the bottom oval, which is tiny. So,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
If you're Rosebud, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Chief.
Well, I think Edie will be leading at some point.
Yeah,
Yep.
fair.
In maybe after half time, but I think Rosebud will
First
get
3
him
minutes, maybe.
and run him down. I'm just like that's the style of play will happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Next game's at Lloyd Park, and it's Langwarren taking on the Pines. Langwarren
Langwarren.
way too skilled for me.
Yeah. And they love that ground, don't they? They'll
they
spread them
love it.
wide. They'll
They
use the
do.
width. They'll be talking about licking their
They'll be
wounds.
champions.
They
Yeah.
won't be happy about that at all.
Oh,
They
absolutely.
won't.
Do you reckon this is a step on the throat
Yeah.
Well,
kind of game?
I look at it from point of view from a coaching aspect, and
Yep.
I would be talking to them about now it's time to get a bit of percentage on this one, possibly.
Yep.
You know, because they've got a little, they've fallen behind Rosebud a little bit from a percentage point of view.
Yep.
But you know, we all know that Pines can still, you know,
of course.
if they're on their money, they can stick with
They can
sides.
tussle.
But I look at it, they'd probably look at it and go, all right, if we can get this one, you know, and get it done, you know, as quick as possible, then if Dramana knock off YCW, it gives them that buffer, doesn't it? Because they're still sitting on 28 points right next to each other.
Yeah.
So the battle for second spot is closer than what people
That's
think,
right.
as
Spot
in on the ladder.
Yeah,
on the
100%.
ladder. So I don't know. Like, I think if Dramana helped them by getting YC, it'll give them a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm just getting something through the ear, boys.
We've got a phone call
it would
coming in.
appear that we've got a phone call coming in, please. Are you there?
Hello.
Oh, Jane Bunn. Jane Bunn. Weather update, please, for this coming Saturday, the 20th of June.
A bit of rain.
Bit of rain.
Yep.
Love your work, and you're looking very, very good too.
Thanks, boys.
I think you've been on keto, so keep it up, Jane. You're looking marvellous. The next game, and to round out, that's a cue, Jane. Fuck off. The next game is it'll round out round 10, and it's Mornington at Alexandra Park taking on Sorrento.
What a game
and
this
is.
is.
Going to be a cracking game as well. And for me, it's I think it's season defining, and I
for both
reckon
of us,
that's how you're going to go in this week.
I think we both are, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
I think James will too, and I think, we're both going to just build it up as you know, defining for that. You know, it's no one's hiding from the fact that we're both sides are sitting in that relegation mode, and we still believe we are until we're not.
Yep.
So we're building it up as probably our biggest game of the season to get this win, and hopefully then, you know, push on to things above us. But
That's right.
until such time as we do that, we've got to look at what's sitting near us. So
100%.
you know, I think they'll be doing the same.
Yeah. And this game, really, you guys win it, and if predictions go correct, Langwarrin do a number on Pines, Sorrento and Pines stay at 4 points, and then you jump 2 games clear off the bottom, which is a nice buffer,
It is,
as you said, to then go,
Got to happen
let's
first,
look at
Jake.
what's above.
Got
So,
to
you
happen
know-
first.
Exactly. And it does have to happen.
So, you know, when the people that actually know what they're talking about when they come on this show, is
Yeah.
this an 8-point game? Is that? I never understand the 8-point game. It's not, is it?
No.
No. Okay. Very good.
It's
You'll be 2 games clear.
It's only 4 points.
It's only,
it's only a 4-point game.
Explain to me a fucking 8-point game then. I don't understand what that means. No, don't.
No, don't.
No, because I'll fall asleep.
Save it for another time.
Yeah. No, we won't even.
Nah.
It's fucking boring. I don't get it. It's 4 points at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
And I think you're going to get the 4 points for what it's worth. And again, it's not because I'm underneath the table. They're up here. They're above. But I think, I think you can. I think it's going to be a contest of
Both sides are desperate.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say desperate, but it is definitely season defining, I think. And I think Mornington.
Yeah, same. I'm back in the doggies.
Yeah, I think so. At home as well. I think it'd be a little bit of a different story if you were having to go down south. But I just think at home, Mornington.
Shockies for sure.
Yeah, I just think at the moment, like there's an even mix of both, like your youngsters, but then your talent is starting to sort of rise to the top. And I think because there is that level of talent there that perhaps you're going to win. You're going to take 4 points and continue for the rest of the season.
Chieftain?
I think it
really did.
I think it'll be very close. I think it'll be very close.
But for consistency.
For consistency. I can hear Gammers in the headsets.
I was just going to say, did he text through his tip?
Yeah. Sorrento.
Sorrento.
Of course he's tipping
Sorrento.
At 1 minute past 6, he
100.
texted through.
Yeah.
One week he's going to tip Mornington. One week.
So no, I think
He won't.
I think Mornington in a very, very close and contested match.
I think it'll be contested, but Oh, look, it may be close as well. It may be close. And you've said Mornington as well,
Yep.
Jake. That rounds out Division 1 football. It's been a pleasure. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with the Division 2 football show. You're listening and watching the Halftime Heroes.
This is Halftime Heroes.
Looking for unbeatable deals on new and used Toyotas? Head to Frankston Toyota, where great service meets great value. From rugged Hilux to fuel-efficient Corolla, we've got the perfect car for every driver. And right now, crazy low finance rates for selected models. Come see why locals trust Frankston Toyota. Just off the freeway. Easy to find, hard to beat. T's and C's apply. Visit frankstontoyota.com.au today.
Halftime Heroes with the latest sports news across the Mornington Peninsula.
Welcome back to the Halftime Heroes. It's now time for the Division 2 football show. But before we get cracking into that, I just want to remind the Halftime Hero family that show your support and make sure you check us a follow on or subscribe on YouTube, Chief.
No, just go straight to Halftime Heroes.
No, I know. You can get your subscription on halftimeheroes.com.au, but also make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel as well.
Yep.
And
we get busy on Facebook too. So
yeah, we do get busy on Facebook. A lot of the stuff is, it's kind of a news.
When we're allowed to
the
put it up.
website. Well, that's coming in. That's coming up in the pallets.
Yep.
And I might just get on my little soapbox as well. But anyway, so show your support. Also, it is coming into the colder months. So we have head to the halftimeheroes.com.au and purchase a beanie. Show your support. We've got a few still getting around. So I'm pretty
sure I saw Jane wearing one on the FaceTime call when she just called us,
I think
actually.
she did. Well,
I've got a photo of her. I'll put it up.
Put Jane
beautiful.
up.
Of her wearing the
course
beanie.
you would, yeah.
No, fantastic.
That's
I love
a great photo.
Absolutely love it, Jane. Thanks for your support. Big star down at Channel 7, of course. We couldn't do it without you, Jane. But let's get into the Division 2 football show. It was round 9, and it was the MND round. Seaford. We were talking about this, I think, before you just come in, Macca, but who would have fucking thought at the start of the year that Seaford would be sitting on top of the ladder?
I have said this a few times. We played them in a practice match, so we did see them. Yeah, we did see them, and I was quite impressed.
Yeah.
But if you had said to me they're going to be 9 and zip, I wouldn't have said yes. I would have said they'd be pretty handy this year. But cheapest, they are flying.
It was played at RF Miles Reserve on the train line, and guess what's just up the road?
It's the best rissole in the land.
Best rissole in the land.
That's nice.
Seaford
Best Parma.
RSL, best Parma.
Which
Great
one do you
Parma
want?
menu.
Yep.
There's about 9 of them, isn't there? It's incredible.
Very good.
Some say too many. I say not enough.
Correct.
It was Seaford 9-21-75 defeating Bond Beach, which it's pretty good. Bond Beach they're getting better. Macca under Jamie Molo. There's no question about that. 8-12-60, 15 points in the end. MND round, Jake, in the best for the Seaford Football Club, please.
We had Ben Carroll, Macklin Rain, Liam Hoff, Angus Giddings Constable, and Joel Filipponi. And then for Bomb Beach, we had Thomas McKinley, Roland DeBice, Thomas Hogan, Missy Famolo, and Zachariah Baird.
Thank you very much.
Can I point out too here, I've just had a bit of a look at Seaford just to get a real good grip on them. Their reserves are going reasonably well, sitting perhaps 4th or 5th, but they're under 19 on top of the ladder undefeated.
Yeah. So
and have been for a number of years.
We had this
talk about the health of the football club.
Yeah.
You can always look at your 19s, and I'm not sure how many 19s are playing in their seniors. So that'll be
100%.
a note.
No, exactly right. We did have that discussion, I think, last ep, didn't we, Chief? Where we said Sammy, Rye, and Seaford are the 3 teams with all 3 teams playing finals at the minute.
Purring along. So, but it's interesting. You probably put down Seaford that the oval rebuild that happened a couple of years ago just maybe
defining.
But interacted with their preparation and all that, split the club up. As in geographically, but
it was dreadful.
Yeah, but now they're back on the home deck and they're looking super cool.
Absolutely super cool.
But
15-point victors to Seaford.
Yeah, credits to Molo's boys. Like when you're going out first quarter and you've got 14 scoring shots to 3 in the first quarter, Seaford's way, like that's a real credit to come back and only lose by 15 points. Like they've Seaford have dominated this game, and for Bomb Beach to stay within 15 points is a real credit to them.
Yep.
Obviously, yeah.
Would have been a tactical one, I reckon. Ronaldson's obviously new to coaching for Seaford point of view, but obviously coached elsewhere. But he's quite a good coach, and I think that he's added a lot to that football side. He's come from a bit of a fitness background, I think, too. So that's
he does.
Huge
Big strength and conditioning guy. So
yeah, so good addition. Like I think we've got to make sure that he's pointed out here, because you got to remember what happened to that football club in the off season.
100%. They went through 2.
Yeah. So he's come in late and he's done a super
clusterfuck,
job,
wasn't it? It was. It really was.
We didn't know where they were going to be, and then you look at what happens off season, and then you fast forward to now, top of the ladder. Like it's so impressive. They're doing all the right things.
And as pointed out too, there was always 2 sides of the story.
Yeah,
exactly
of
right.
course, we're not going to go into, but they're putting the points on the board, Chief, and that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Top of the ladder, that's a fantastic effort.
Huge feat, huge.
And interesting for Bond Beach seeing this gold little nugget here. Shane
McDonald back. Yep. I know. Has he still got it?
Yep.
Has he still got it?
He's a good player, and he's been a super player.
Super. And I think just for the morale and the leadership on 100%. And off the field, that he's going to
smart by Jamie.
Yeah, it is smart by Jamie.
Yeah, I think it's a great addition. Like I think we spoke last year. We had Matt Jones
superstar,
come back at 38, and he was great.
Yeah,
like I just think what he gives to the rest of the football club, and the amount of the education and the development that you can get through the kids by having a guy like that back in again. It's just an extension of the coaching.
Yeah,
group.
exactly.
He's on the field.
That's right. Spot on.
Smart.
Yeah. Just quickly before we move on to the next game, just your thought on the 21 points. So that's putrid by Seaford.
100%.
But is that pressure from Bomb Beach, or is that poor kicking? Probably to both.
It was a pretty shitty day.
And the wind gets humming at Seaford.
Apparently there were 3 plates in the beer garden at the Seaford RSL where the Palmer blew off.
100%, mate. It gets hectic down there.
Well, someone must have left the front door open because there's no seating outside, Chief.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they're out in the playground.
There's no playground either. She's your stock standard RSL, mate. It might as well be out in the middle of Timbuktu where the under-12s are. They're going to beat your side, according to Gammers.
You ask Gammers, they'll 100% beat us.
The next game.
Tour Reserve.
Tour Reserve.
They do okay.
No, the Tour Reserves, they made a lot of money down the Tour. Don't you worry about that. The next game was Pearsdale at Pearsdale Recreation Reserve, and geez, she was a hot game down there too, wasn't there? Some of the supporters getting involved on and off, not on the field, thankfully, but definitely off the field. And I suppose this is just a little bit of. I'll go through the scores, and then I just want to quickly touch on some of the behaviour that was displayed. I know you want to touch on it as well, Chief, in the pellets, but it was Pearsdale in the end. And I don't think, Jake, you've listed them rightfully so as fraudsters. And
no. Pearsdale were never fraudsters.
No, they're not.
Sliders.
That's right, sliders.
There's a difference.
There is a difference, a massive difference. It was MND round and Pearsdale too strong, 13-91, defeating Chelsea by 33 points, Macca. 8-10-58. I don't think anyone would have seen this one coming in the round of upsets.
No, I don't think you would have seen it coming. And when you look at, Sean Downey's playing, Gardner's in, Carlin's in, they got some Cowans in. Jeez, they've put a pretty good side out there. And again, when you're not there, you're not privy to any injuries that might happen throughout the game, because that can happen too. I wanted to point out here, have we had a side this year play 20 with 22 points?
Yes.
We have. Okay.
So Pearsdale have done it every single week at bar one.
Yep. Right. Okay. That's huge. So all 1 pointers. Yep. So doing it with either their locals or guys that have committed to them over a 3-year period, that's huge. Well done to the Pearsdale Football Club for that. I think that's a huge achievement. Not only is it a huge achievement, but they're hanging around, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
They are hanging around.
100%. And they're scary at the pointy end as well. In the best for Pearsdale, it was Trey Robertson, Luke Daniel, Hugh Jones, Caelan Thornton, and Ethan Vag. And for Chelsea, it was Sean Downey. If you haven't seen it yet, there's an absolute screamer.
We might just chuck a picture up there.
We might chuck a picture.
If we get permission.
Unbelievable grab. Will Barker, Todd Gardner, Nick Carlin, and Jacob Spazevsky. I wonder if you
Just
can
say ski. Just say
vodka.
Ski.
Ski.
Yeah,
Now, just quickly.
Before we get there, sending our love to Connor Marshall. Had a pretty nasty KO on the weekend.
Yes.
So we want to send our love.
Purely accidental.
Halftime here. Yeah, 100%.
Purely accidental.
Completely accidental,
In-game.
but hoping he's recovering well. Concussions are obviously a big talking point in the AFL right now, and it's a very serious injury. So just sending our best wishes to him.
Thank you, JK. I think that was he was out for quite some time, Macca.
It was pretty.
It was not good. But my fear is that some of the behaviour, not just at Pearsall over the weekend, but it was reported to be at quite a few grounds, not just in the MPFNL, but abroad. And my fear is that we're going down a pretty dangerous path, Macca, of having dry games.
Yep.
And no one wants to see that, especially the clubs when they make so much money from the bar.
100%.
But if supporters don't get their act together, mark my word, the AFL will have no choice but to introduce this across the country.
100%.
Well, I've coached in the VAFA.
Yep.
I've seen it in the VAFA.
Yep.
Mhm.
And it works okay.
It works fine.
But there is nothing better than getting in the back of the
I
ute
know.
or getting with your mates and just having a few quiet frothies and just enjoying the game. Some of the, there's these whiz bang cameras at every single ground, and some of the language, like when that kid, I won't go into specifics, but we'll leave that for the pellets, that's for sure. But mark my word, we'll see it.
100%.
If it
so.
doesn't
it's going to hurt
change.
clubs. It's going to hurt clubs
big time.
financially.
Massively.
You've got to remember, we're all very aware that in the VAFA, supposedly players don't get paid, so the contracts aren't there. Well, whatever happens, we all know that's not necessarily the case. But good jobs, good kitchens and bathrooms and stuff. Private school tuition. Anyway, I just think it's going to take so much away from these footy clubs who toil
100%.
so hard to make that money.
Right.
And money that comes over the bar is quite important. I went and watched our thirds on last Friday night, and there's a bit of money that goes over there too, which is good for the club too. So it would be a travesty for that to happen. But the reality is, the abuse is shocking.
Yeah.
Oh, it's outrageous.
100%. Hundy P, and that is the fear that it's going to spill over, because we nearly saw it spill over a couple of times, and we know that with that comes debacle. It's not good scenes, and
It's not a good look
and
for our comp.
it's not, and it's been happening a lot for a lot of years. Like, this isn't something
No,
new,
of course not.
and
I'll pipe up and have my little say. Don't care.
No, you will. You will.
We've
Right,
got some
let's leave it
examples
there
over the
then.
weekend.
Yeah, we do. We'll leave it there. But just beware, club presidents and coaches and whatnot. Just get your supporters in order, because it is you ultimately that's going to pay the ultimate price. The next game was Crib Point. It was at Crib Point Recreation Reserve, and geez, what a game towards the end. MND round it was, and Rye by 4 points. 8-8-56, defeating the home ground advantage guys down there at 6-16 again, 52. And it was piss poor weather as well across the peninsula. But, geez, we were watching some vision before the show, and, it wasn't nice down there. But, right, well done. When did so Ed Green went down?
Into the first quarter?
Yeah, so late in the first, wasn't it? We were trying to have a look at the vision to see what actually went down. And from all reports, Jake, what did we come up with in the end?
It looks like he's clipped his own, he's clipped, players run past him, clipped his foot, which has then gone into his own leg.
Yep.
And then he's sort of fallen. So, mechanism of injury isn't too bad from a video standpoint. There's no excessive roll of any ankles or anything like that.
Yep.
It'll just be whether or not
he could not move after the match,
which is the concerning part.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what develops with him, whether it's knee or ankle or what the go is. But it is obviously going to be some sort of lower limb injury that keeps him off his feet. Hopefully not for too long, because he's so important for Rye.
Thank you. Just about to say the same thing. In the best four, Crib Point, it was Joel Sarlo, Joshua De La Grace, Harry De Kluver, Ali Tyrrell, and Miles Shep, one of the Shep boys. G'day to you, Shep boys.
Big yell out to the Shep boys for organised or helping organise with
absolutely.
Riley's round down there.
Yeah,
So they did a fantastic job and organised a pitching competition. And,
Yeah, that was good.
yeah. So and some dunking as well. So just a bit of a sidetrack, not the sidetrack, but yeah, they did their own M&D
Yeah,
with
it's good.
Riley's round.
Yeah,
It's fantastic effort.
I just want to. I'll talk about something in a minute because I'm just looking at that scoring. I went down there because my daughter plays netball for Rice. I was down there and I went and had a bacon egger and I went and had a coffee down at Crib Point. I actually really enjoy the atmosphere around the Crib Point Footy Club.
Crib
I walk
Point's
in, my,
great.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Old man playing the flag there, and when I go inside, they've always got that fire up going, and it's just a beautiful field down at that club. So
100%.
credit. I did see them setting up for that MND stuff when I was there. So credit to the one thing I noticed about the Crib Point Football Club, they have a lot of people who work and put in tirelessly there.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't believe
The
it when I walked in. I
faithful.
was like, oh, look at all these people. Like, you know, I got my daughter was playing at 8:30 in the morning, so I'm over there freezing cold with my MND beanie. I'm walking around, grabbing my coffee, and I'm like, there is people everywhere working for this football club. So credit to the Crib Point Football Club.
And it's definitely, as well as the Cerberus Golf Club, pretty much the worst goat track you've ever seen. But
Elite goat
also,
track.
it's elite. It is elite. It's a heart and soul, really,
Yeah,
of that
100%.
joint, isn't it?
Yeah, big time.
I just wanted to point out there. So Crib Point's had 10 shots at goal in the last quarter to none.
Yeah.
They were,
So they were 5 goals down, and they've had 10 shots.
they were
Right
getting
even.
they were getting rolled all day, and they just found this last quarter pocket that just having Ed Green and a couple off on the bench, but
They limped home.
they
3
nearly
goals, 7
Limped home.
in the last quarter. So credit to Rye though. Rye got the job done.
That's it. 4 points at the end of the
4
day.
points and
In the best four, right before we move on, it was Justin Barnes, Zach Burns, Jordan Doherty, Harry Dorton, and little Tommy Hughes.
Harry Dorton with the blonde hair and Tommy Hughes with no hair did very well.
Yeah, a lot of damage.
Yeah.
The next game was at Baxter Park, and it was Frankston Bombers. Jake will say the fraudsters. Bless you.
Sorry, feeling a bit
against Somerville Football Netball Club. 2 points in the end, 8-7-55, defeating Frankston 7-11-53. And boy, oh boy, this game was hot as well, Chief.
I saw Steve McQueen on the motorbike jumping over the barbed wire at the 28-minute mark. It was at exactly the same time. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, how they got out of that. Yeah. They were pitted against, and that was the actual get out of jail. Yeah, no dramas.
Great start, Jake, to Somerville 2-3-4. Gammers would be happy with that.
Yeah, 100% he would be. Old jokes aside, obviously, with the Frankston fraudsters bombers. If you're looking to beat Somerville, this is your blueprint, I think. Like notorious, like we can see it across this season. Frankston haven't been able to finish games against the top 7 seed. They haven't done it, and proof's in the pudding. But had of this been another side in the 7, I think Bombers have gone about it the right way, obviously to push it to 2 points. And I know if I was coaching against Somerville, I know the exact approach that I'd take to them to have the result fling my way.
Well, Penny, for your thoughts, please.
Well, notoriously, who have Sammy lost to? They've lost to Red Hill.
Yep.
Heavily contested big bull team in the round 1. They were just on. You know, they haven't been that team since.
Being very ballsy without Gammers here, mate.
I am 100%. But
he's not.
He's not here. And then lost to a Schlick Seaford. You know what I mean? So I think Frankston are what they've done, and I think it's happened in the past as well. As you get under somebody's skin, they struggle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So you ruffle a few feathers, and
there was heaps of ruffling going on.
Yeah,
there was a few, and you look at the
ruffling.
outcome. You know what I mean. It's like Somerville have comfortably bet Chelsea. They've bet some really good sides, Sammy, and then see for Frankston to push them to 2 points. Interesting. Real interesting.
In the best four, Frankston, it was Nicholas Adrian, Bailey Welsh, Hunter Blackford, Brodie Smith, and Dylan Garrett. And for Somerville, it was Michael Hibbert, Mason DeWitt, Lockie Haskett, Lockie Fuster, and Jack Maroney.
How's that best list for Sammy? That's unreal.
Handy, isn't it?
Unreal.
Handy.
Yeah, the top end's pretty good, as we all know. And, I've sort of said with their forward line with Lockie Williams down there coming from Mount Eliza, and then Sharpie's there, and they've got a lot of different looks, different gears they can pull with that side. So Yeah, interesting result. I didn't tip at all for this one, but
No.
I would have tipped Somerville. I'm not sure.
Yes.
I thought it was. I thought they
Get
might
out
have
of
gotten
town.
by a few goals.
No,
By a few
Yeah,
goals.
same.
You would.
Same.
Not unlike Gammons, I do tip. Somerville.
No, you're not the one with the problem. It's like just as some of those names, we mentioned in the best, and like they're all 1 point players.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Lockie Williams 4 points, Lockie Fewster's 3 points, and then Max Clevercamp who didn't make the best, but the rest are all pretty much 1 pointers. Michael Hibbert 1 point. It shows you how important it is to
Lockie
get
Gillan
those.
for 1 point.
Exactly. It's just so important to get those ex-superstars
It is.
back to the club to play back where they come from.
But it's
so good
also
for our competition.
It's also important, like with a guy like Mason DeWitt, to hold on to guys like that too.
Yeah.
Because once they commit to you for a couple of years and you get their points down,
They
the
come
last
down.
thing you want to be doing is
Yeah, it's-
repeating it and going back with a 5
exactly
again.
right,
You know what I
100%.
mean? You're just putting it back. So you want to
100%.
maintain those guys who have committed to your club over a few years.
Yeah.
So.
I'd love to
good
hear
point.
Gammers' take on this game as well.
Yeah, well, we might. Yep.
Well, I mean, we're going to talk about the ladder shortly, but
Yeah.
gee, that one might hurt the Bombers a bit. That
Mm.
one could hurt. They've got so close, and they've got some pretty handy players too in
Yeah,
that
they do.
side. And I know Harrison Price back playing, obviously Bailey Welsh. The two Loney boys are super players. They have a good side, so I think they'll be ruined that one. That's the one that got away. I reckon.
Yep,
The chance-
I
the
agree.
chance
And
they
that
had.
could have been a turning point in
Yeah.
their season
100%.
as well.
Halfway through the year,
Yeah.
there was recipe for it.
Well, if you watch the replay, just watch the goal and Steve McQueen in the background. That's all it was.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Flying over the fence. The next game was at Hastings, and congratulations. I don't know, have we talked about the signing?
I don't think we have.
No.
Nope.
It was in the chat, but
Yeah, no. So congratulations to the Hastings Football Netball Club as well, and I think a absolutely incredible step in the right direction
Yeah,
for
100%.
Hastings with the 2-year continuation of
Superstar.
our boy Kev Lilac. Massive fan of the show. We're a massive fan of him, and as a result, a massive fan of the Stings. So, well done to Hastings. They are only going to get better under the captaincy, I suppose. That the captain of he's not the captain, but he's at the helm of the Hastings Football Club. But in this game at the Hastings Club, it was MND round, and it was Red Hill too strong in the end by 42 points, 14-8-92 defeating Hastings 7-8-50. The best for Hastings, please, Jake.
we had Caleb Simmons, Thomas Musillo, Cade Foster, Lukey Hewitt, and Jake Millwood.
And for Red Hill,
For Red Hill, we had
Slats.
Tom Slattery, huge.
Yep.
He's in. I think the boys are saying that he's in very good form, fitness-wise as well. Harvey Stewart, Clancy Stewart, Daniel Frampton, and Miles Goodingen.
Beautiful. Was it interesting? Up until 3/4 time, it was anyone's match.
Goal in it.
Yep.
Yeah, I was looking at that. So when we talked about Cribborn having 10 shots, so did Red Hill, but they kicked them a bit straighter.
Yeah.
So, and I'm sure Ben Murphy, who coaches Red Hill, I'm not too sure he would have been overly happy at 3/4 time.
No.
Because Red Hill obviously are vying for finals and trying to do what they can to try and get back to Divi 1, and then Hastings, we all know they're on a build. They're on a good build, and a young build, which is a great way to go about it, Kev. But I think Murphy wouldn't have been happy at 3/4 time. He wouldn't. They had a sniff, and then obviously they've gone and put the foot down with 10 shots of goal. So
Hastings were moving the ball pretty well up until 3/4 time.
In 2
Several
years, I
yep.
reckon they're going to be scary.
Hastings.
good kids.
Yeah.
100%. The Rat Pack is going to be off the chain.
Absolutely. And Red Hill had no choice but to come out. They couldn't be defeated by Hastings, regardless of whether it was away or not. But I think 3/4 of good football from Kev's boys. They'll take that.
Yeah.
They'll
100%.
take that from a team that's come from Division 1
Yeah,
and won flags not too long ago. It's
100%.
pretty cool.
we spoke about that when Kev came in. You've got to take the little wins. There's little wins in season, even
Yeah.
if you don't get it done or whatever. And Kev was not silly. He's a school teacher. He's got a good background in footy. He'll know there's little wins in every single game that they play. There's some weeks when you want to shelve it, but his win will be that, Jesus, 3/4 time.
Yeah.
We had a side that should play finals.
Yeah.
100%.
on the ropes, and
Yeah.
we just didn't get it done for that last
That's right.
quarter. I've seen that with my young side.
Yeah,
when they
exactly
don't play
right.
for
Yeah, 4
so,
quarters.
Exactly right.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, but geez, to get 3 good quarters and
Yeah,
be
you'd be
neck and
happy.
neck at 3/4
You'd be happy.
time, yeah, you
Yep.
would be happy.
Yep.
You would be happy. In the best, we've done the best. So the next game was, thank you, Chief. Jeez, you're good. Karingal taking on, it was at Karingal Football Club, and it was 10-12-72, defeating Tired by 36 points, 5-6-36 in the best for Karingal. Jake, it was, please.
Jackie Push, Louis Barber, Jackson Burke, Noah Groves, and Kai Marshall. And then for the Yabbies, we've got Riley Simpson, Harley Dale, Aaron Bennell, Thomas Hose, and Jared Butchen.
How good, Chief, is Thomas Hose?
Goes okay.
Goes very well.
Goes very well. Better. Yep.
Hoses
Can play.
As
they're
Commish
all
said, they've been down there
freaks.
for 5,000 years.
They have been.
Yep.
They have been.
Pretty happy with Tyab and getting out, especially around half time, and just making a game of it.
Yep.
So I'm glad they're seeing this through in this manner. So yeah.
But I mean, geez, we have to obviously acknowledge Karingal as well, because
Yep.
it was the game of the bottom of the table, and Karingal won comfortably. So, you know, Berkey's doing, although they don't know how to spell his last name, they're definitely he's doing some good things down there, isn't he?
Yeah. So, and they're starting to get runs on the board and starting to follow in the footsteps of Hastings and Rye.
Yeah, it's
100%.
right. Yeah.
And I think that this was a similar outcome to when they last met as well. I'm pretty sure Karingal won by a pretty comfortable margin too earlier in the year.
Played each other twice there.
Yeah. So yeah, Karingal doing well. Yeah, it's very good.
That rounds out round 9. It was MND round, so big shout out if you still can. Make sure if they're getting around, get your beanies. But takeaways, please, Chief.
Jeez. Well, we've already had a crack with Seaford. Geez, Pearsdale's upset. It's they've put a couple on the board now, so their slide may have been angled differently now.
Yeah, look,
Yep.
they might be angled differently now. I'm back on the wagon.
Now back on.
No, not yet.
You are on and off.
Yeah, not yet. So we're just.
Well, you're not back on yet.
Not back on yet.
Okay.
No.
Won't be long though before you are.
No, not me.
Oh, turn it right up.
Wait till Sussex spell
You
it.
are unbelievable. Macca,
I'm going to go. I'm concerned for Crib Point.
Are you?
Yeah, because Annas was in here a few weeks ago and he spoke well, and I've always been I've got a soft spot for this club because of my old man. But I'm just a bit concerned for them right now. I'm just looking at where they sit now after that loss to Rye. They're sitting in 8th spot there, and their percentage is 107. It's okay, but the problem could be you don't want to be relying on percentages of win. So if you look at 5th spot currently, Red Hill, they're 2 wins and percentage ahead of Crib Point. And you got to remember, they missed it by a sniff. I would love to see them in finals. I'm just going to say that. I just love to see them play finals. I mean, there's 9 games to go, so they can make it happen.
They can.
Their next 3 is Bomb Beach, Bombers, and Summie.
Oh, there you go. So if you're going to play finals, you've got to win minimum 2, 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 3. You've got to win them. 3. So there's the test for them. So that's my concern with them at the moment, that I've thought they'd be in finals, and I'm worried that if they don't get
a lot above them,
2 out of 3, they're starting to drop away a little bit.
Yeah.
So I hope I'm wrong, but that's my takeaway.
Well, it's funny, isn't it? And we will go. I'll get you to go through the ladder in a sec, but it's like no one really would have expected Seaford to be where they are. Rye, we knew they were coming, but like to be sitting 4th and a game clear of 5th, Red Hill, it's anyway, I'm sure they know. Anna's definitely knows what he's doing down there, so he'll get them up. Don't you worry about that. So that's your takeaway. You're just a little bit worried about Cribby.
Yep.
Jake?
I'll go the opposite. I'll say Rye, limping their way to a win. They have a very undermanned side at the moment. There was no Strickland, no Campbell Farrell boys. Ed went down first quarter. You're missing a lot out of that side, and for them to still get over here at Crib Point is huge, considering like if there was any
Gutsy.
test there was going to be, it's this next month for Rye. They had a fairly okay draw start of the season. This next stretch of a month is probably the harder portion of their draw. And to knock off Crib Point in the first week of that sort of hard stretch, very, very solid. And yeah, it just shows the
Character.
character morale
club.
down at
Yeah,
Rye.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
it's absolutely booming, and they'll just get it done.
Yep. Jake and Macca, do you want to have a quick look at the ladder, please? I know we've already been through it a little bit.
Did we takeaways?
Yeah, Chief went.
Oh, he went.
Yep.
I must have been
Have
asleep.
to start. Oh,
It's not late. It's not that late.
It put me to sleep, so
Okay.
you might have been asleep.
No one ever fucking listens to
Rightio.
that.
We've got,
Cry me a river.
we've got Seaford clear on 4 points clear anyway of Chelsea on 28, and we've got Somerville 28 as well with Rye, all level pegging split by percentage, and then we've got Red Hill rounding out the 5, a game clear of Pearcedale, a game clear and percentage.
Yeah.
So at the moment, when we head into the midway mark, that is our 5, which I think is probably when we'll talk about the start of the season, we'll talk about
close to a lock.
Rye improving. Yeah, so we've certainly seen that. They're probably taken that spot at Crib Point, or definitely the Bombers at the moment. Pearcedale's on 20. They're obviously pretty dangerous with a low percentage of 90. The Bombers are on 16, followed by Crib Point on 16, down to Bomb Beach, who we know are very competitive. And then the bottom 3 are Kringle on 8, Hastings on 4 points, and Tyab yet to register a win.
Yep.
So,
Jake, is there anything you're seeing that sticks out to you on the ladder?
Just the turnaround of Seaford, like it does really amaze me. Like you look like defensively, they're the best team in the comp. And then offensively, they're the second best team in the comp, only behind Chelsea, who have recruited heavily this offseason. You know what I mean? Like, just a huge effort from Seaford, to be honest. Like, yeah, unreal. Like, to only allow 530 points for the
Score
season,
against.
like,
Yeah.
it's unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal. So,
Just-
yeah.
does Seaford have a seeded draw? I know they all play each other once. They've all got to play each other once. But my question would be, depending on how low they finished last year,
I
whether
think
they
they
end up-
finished fairly. I think they were around similar to Rye last year.
So, because
So
I
what do they
know
got?
obviously the
So-
bottom sides play each other twice from the year
Sorry,
before.
Chieftain. Do you mind going up?
Yeah, so I'm guessing they do not have a seeded draw.
No, they couldn't. Not with Red Hill,
Red Hill,
Bombers,
Rye, Bombers,
Chelsea, and
Chelsea, Summy,
Stings.
Hastings,
Yabs.
and Tyab, followed by or they might have Kringle,
Yeah.
and then followed by Bomb
Bomb
Beach. So they've got
Beach.
a 4.
They
They've got a 4 round 15 onwards. They're
They're probably licking their chops.
yep.
So am I right in saying from the year before, the sides that finish in the bottom
6.
is the bottom 6 all play each other again twice?
That's my understanding.
So last year, the bottom, so Kringle came last, Tyab second last, Hastings, Seaford, and Rye. Not sure whether Rye would have, but Seaford finished in the bottom 4. So would mean that they play everyone once and then they play the bottom sides twice. Am I right in saying that?
Yep.
I think so.
So they've played Kringle twice. They've only played Pearcedale. Looks like once.
They'll get Tyab twice, Hastings twice.
Red Hill twice, Summy twice.
Yes, that is
Yabs
correct.
twice. Yeah.
So
Wow.
it's look, I'm only saying that because that is going to help them
Oh, my
100%.
word, it
finish
will.
possibly on top
On
of the
top.
ladder. That's going to help them. It's not going to help them when you get into a final series.
No,
No, of course
They've,
not.
they've got to back it up, and if their form's good enough, they'll be good enough
Yeah.
to win it. I'm just throwing it out there to say that when you have a seeded draw, Chelsea will have all the top sides twice. Somerville will have all the top sides twice. So will Red Hill.
Yeah.
Don't know about Rye because Rye, I don't know whether
They
they
were
just
down.
on the cusp or I can't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But what I will say is it just means that Jesus, if you're 8-1 coming into the halfway through the season and you're going to play some of the bottom sides twice, you're going to be hard to topple for top spot.
Yeah, yeah.
Going to be very
But
hard to
then
topple.
your point of saying that, well, then you've got to back it up and
You're
beat
into
all
a
the
final
best
series.
in the
Yeah,
Well, I mean, that's the
Rye are seeded
upside.
bottom.
Ryan
Rye
seed
seeded
bottom as well.
bottom,
So
so they're
Ryan
dangerous
and
as
Seaford
well.
are the two sides that are going to be.
Mm.
But at Crib Point,
like
then
that.
you look at Crib Point, who's just missed out on finals last year,
Yeah.
and you say, well,
Playing all the
they're
top
playing
sides.
all top side.
Yep.
So, and that's the way it works. That's
Yeah.
just the way it works. It's not Division 1 where you'll play everyone twice.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just the way the comp works.
Yeah.
But I think Seaford, good on them if they finish first, and then the real season will start to
Yeah.
say, rightio,
No, I like that.
let's see the middle.
Very good.
How detrimental from a coaching point of view, Macca, is their run home? So obviously, round 15, Seaford have Hastings. Then they go on to play Tyab, Coringal, and Bomb Beach.
Yeah. So my point in case is that leading into a final series, that's a interesting run home.
Yep.
Because you want to be pitted up against a
That's
real
right.
good side. You want to be match hard. You want to be, and that possibly won't be the case. But then you can look at the other side of the sword and go, rightio,
Rested.
if I've got some players who are a bit banged up,
Yep.
I might be able to rest
right.
a couple here,
Something
and
nice.
we've got more to play for than those sides possibly have.
Yeah.
They'll still be trying to cause an upset because I've been
100%.
in that position where you still want to
Yeah.
throw a
Yeah.
cat amongst the pigeons. But I just think that they would like a tough one in that last four. They'd like a final side because they're going to come off the back of that and then head into a final series.
100%.
Tough one, but
tough.
I like it a lot. I love it, actually. It's round 10. And just when we were flicking through that, no, Mum, I'll leave it. Did you see the netball umpires appreciation round? Oh, what are we doing? Anyway, it is round 10, Saturday, the 20th of, yes, it was there, Chief. I think it was like round 15 or something.
Oh, of course. Yep.
It was. I don't know. It was round something, but round 10, Saturday, the 20th of June. It's Bomb Beach taking on Crib Point at Bomb Beach Reserve.
Oof.
Cracking game. I mean, you've just said it.
This is it.
Crib Point have to win this.
And I think they will.
If Cribby don't win, do
Oh,
you reckon that's
jeez.
their finals hopes done?
Yes.
I think they're in a bit of trouble.
Rules them out?
They're in a lot of froth and bubble.
Yeah.
Really. And that's no disrespect to Bomb Beach because we've just said that Bomb Beach are
Jamie's got 'em.
going. Absolutely. They're going
They're
really well.
dangerous. They're
They are
dangerous.
dangerous. But Crib Point, this is season defining. If they don't win this game, then I can't see them making finals. We spoke about their next three, and this is one of them.
Yeah.
They've got to win.
They
There's
have
a
to win
likelihood that they beat Somerville.
be tough.
Is unlikely. It'll be tough. But this is a win, and the next game being Frankston is a win.
Yeah, and I reckon Jamie will be building up Bomb Beach here to go. We can create a little bit of havoc
Exactly right.
Yeah.
And he will.
Yeah.
He will
will
create
be,
havoc.
This will be close.
Yeah, it'll be really
I'm
close.
tipping Crib Point because I just
Yeah,
think there's
me
too much
too.
on the line.
Yeah, me
but
too.
but I think this is going to be very close.
Yep.
100%.
Agree.
Yep. I'll back. Oh, I really don't know. Give me Cribby. Yeah, we'll go Cribby.
I'm jumping on Cribby.
Oh,
The submarines, it's out of mothballs. They're going to roll it around their heads and just chuck it off the beach at Bond Beach there and just go boom.
Beach. The next game's Rye taking on Chelsea at RJ Rowley Reserve. This might be one of the last games that's played there too, just quietly. Rye taking on Chelsea. This is going to be a cracking game as well.
Unfortunately, I'd have to disagree.
Yeah,
I think Rye are too undermanned to go with a Chelsea at the minute, to be honest. I think
Yep.
they just don't have
Fair enough.
the power at the moment. If Rye were rolling out a full-strength side, 100%, this is a cracking game. But depending on state of Ed Green, the rest of the Rye's injury list is pretty large this year. So I think Chelsea comfortably, unfortunately. That hurts to say, obviously.
Chelsea by
Right.
the length of Rye Pier.
Oh.
Yep.
I
Big
think it's
long.
gonna be a
Big pier.
big it's going to be it's going to be a pasting.
Yep.
Shit,
They,
Macca.
they're coming off.
Bustled into Big Pier.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen
Yeah,
Bustled?
need a
I
golf buggy for that one.
I went to Busselton Pier, right, and I walked out. You got to do something.
We digress.
I went to Busselton Pier, right, and I got there at 5 o'clock and realised the train wasn't running. So that's fine. I'll walk that thing. Oh my god, that was the biggest mistake in the
45
world.
minutes later.
Carrying me kids' backpacks and all that sort of. By the time I got down to the end of it, I was done.
Yeah.
I'm not walking
So,
back.
That's a big
Get a
pier.
boat.
Chelsea wins that.
By Busselton
Because of Rye's injuries, I'm with you. I've heard through the grapevine they've got a lot of players missing and will need to get them back over the next few weeks, but they're not coming back.
Chelsea on the
Pretty confident
rebound.
this one,
There was a
Chelsea.
fair bit of yelling.
There was a fair bit of yelling.
There was some celery plants over in Devon Meadow that keeled over because of the yelling
language.
from Pearstone.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Well, the next game's Coringal taking on Frankston Bombers at Coringal Football Club. Coringal going along nicely, but this is the win that the Bombers need, I believe. So Frankston for me.
Give me Coringal.
Oh,
No, I'm just
you're sticking with it. That's all right.
no.
Stick with it. I dare you.
No, 100% agree.
Nah. Really?
No. Frankston Bombers get this
Yeah.
done. They showed very good stuff against Summy, who are touted to play in the chip, aren't they?
Yep.
You know, they're fighting for silverware, and Frankston took it to them, so I think they get this done for sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Look, Bromers will win, but Kringle will like this one.
100%.
Yeah, I think so.
They'll like themselves.
What have they got
in
to
it.
lose?
Nothing to lose. And
That's
coming
it.
off the back, they'll win.
Free
It's
hit.
on their
Yep,
home
that's
ground.
right.
They'll really like it, but Bombers will win. They'll just wear them down over 4 quarters.
Yeah, I think so. Their experience
Bombers as well.
list. Yeah, Frankston Bombers for you too, Chief. The next game's Tyab, next door neighbours. These two at the pond. Tyab taking on Hastings, the Stings. I was going to say
No, Hastings.
I know.
Yeah.
If they were going to win any game, it had to be against Hastings, but I just don't think that the Yabs will do it. Unfortunately, it's Hastings for me.
Yep, Hastings.
Yeah, Hastings.
For all. The next game is,
This has got to be selection, doesn't it?
Yeah, selection table match for the round. It's interesting you say that because I've had it as selection table, but is this some kind of? Do I say it all the time?
Postcode Cup.
Is
it the
it the
Postcode Cup?
Postcode Cup?
Yep.
That is, isn't it? So it's Somerville taking on Pearsdale at Somerville. I tell you what, Pearsdale, the Sliders, as Jake says, they're coming off they're going to be wanting to eat some monsters, Chief, and I reckon that they're going to be a sniffy, according to them. But I don't think it's possible. I think Summy, there's no way known Gammers is going to let his boys lose against Pearsdale.
And
Not a chance.
I'm tipping Pearsdale might bring out the round 4
I thought you were
tape.
just tipping Pearsdale.
No, they might bring out the round 4 tape of the first quarter and say, "Look what we did to these guys," then basically, I'll say it openly, they shat all over us.
Yeah, they did.
Yep. So that's what.
And they did hard.
Yep.
Big time.
50 points.
Yep. So it was nearly. I think it was nearly a 10-goal turnaround.
But
Yeah.
that was when the slide was still in a certain direction. I
Yep.
think the slide's currently changing a little.
So it could be a seesaw, though, couldn't it?
Could be a seesaw, not a
Yeah.
slide.
So
You never know. Could slide off both ends. Just depends which way the seesaw's going.
Well, if you're on it, we know which way.
Yeah, you know which way it's going to fucking slide then, don't you? No, I'm tipping
so that game that we're talking about, I know you're saying they win it because I remember I was talking about all the magnets that would have gone flying in the air.
Yeah.
So that's from quarter time onwards. That's a 6 goals to Pearsdale.
That's from K2, not Gammers.
6 goals to Pearsdale to 22 goals to Somerville.
Yep.
After quarter time.
Yep.
They were in strife at quarter time and they've come out of nowhere and they've won the game by 10 goals. So
Something's flipped around at Pearsdale in the last 4 or 5
it
weeks.
has. Yeah.
Yep.
We're talking round 3 or something there, I think.
Yep.
Round 4.
It doesn't feel like that long ago. It's funny.
No.
Well, it could have been when someone mentioned the F word.
Could have been.
Finals.
Could have been.
No, sorry, the S word.
The S word.
The S word.
Slides,
Sorry,
that's right.
didn't mention the
Exactly.
F word.
Tips, please. We haven't given one.
I have been bagging out
Halftime
Gammers
Heroes selection
all night,
table
so
match
I will
of
go
the round.
Somerville at home.
Somerville at home for me.
I think last week was a slip up.
I don't think it'd matter where it is.
Yeah, true.
Somerville
For that matter, yeah.
Yeah, Somerville will win it.
Yeah. Chief.
Sammy.
Yep.
By plenty.
The next game, this is going to be a cracker as well. It's up on the hill. It is a beauty
On
and
the
a close second to the selection table. But Red Hill taking on Seaford Football Netball Club. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, a few weeks ago, I had a theory.
Oh, yep.
And we were talking about the differences in ground sizes.
Yes.
Remember I spoke to you about it, talked about
Yes.
bringing it in.
Yep.
I look at this one and I go, has Seaford got a ground they can train on this week that would be anywhere near the size of that ground? Because
Could they go to sneak down and Linden
maybe
House?
they're going to get lost on this ground.
Yeah.
They are absolutely like if you're Red Hill, you use every inch of that ground and you
I think
spread Seaford
from
all over the
memory,
joint.
Seaford, their 50-metre arc is almost over their centre square, isn't it? Like, it is tiny.
And, this Red Hill ground is
Ginormous.
Super wide as well.
Yeah. So from a Seaford point of view, you might have your structures and your press and the way you come forward, might be able to happen on that ground because you can really, compress them, but you can't compress Red Hill.
Yeah.
They will take you
at home.
very good at home. They will take you to everywhere on that ground.
Chuck in Jane Bunn on that day as well.
Yep.
So could be interesting, and the Red Hill guys know how to play
Exactly.
play the ground up there.
I'm going Red Hill. Red Hill will win this. And Red Hill, this is a statement Red Hill need to make.
Yeah.
They need to make this statement because they're not sitting as comfortable as they would think they probably should be from coming down for Div 1. I think they make a statement in this one.
If it was Seaford, at Seaford,
Be different story.
different story.
Yeah.
So you reckon it's that
I reckon
bigger?
it's a ground.
Yeah,
They love playing there. Red Hill love playing at home.
They
and
do.
they'll relish the cold conditions if that is the case. They'll relish it.
I think it's more so that I take your point. Red Hill love playing there, but having listened to you two, it's more to do with Seaford not knowing how to play that size ground.
It's totally different. Like Seaford's ground's smaller than Mornington's. Like I just think it's hard to get out on that ground and adjust if you're not playing on it everywhere, not training on it. It's totally. You have to play a different way. You have to defend a different way. You have to change what you have to change what you're doing. So I just think for Red Hill, this is the one that they'll say this is the one we're going to get to make a huge statement in this competition.
Game.
Yep.
Okay.
Seaford.
Yep.
I'm going to hop on that train as well. I think Seaford, best defensive team in the comp. Obviously, I think Macca's super correct in the way that their formations and if they play zone, if they play man, obviously that's coaching preference. But it's going to be completely reshaped. But I think at the end of the day, like Red Hill points for is only 667. And the rest of the top 5, the lowest is 717 and up.
Yeah.
So I just don't think they have the offensive power to match Seaford's defense. And I think if Red Hill can stop Seaford going corridor quickly, might be in with a sniff, but I think Seaford will be too quick for Red Hill.
Can I say I reckon that'll be the difference?
Yeah.
I reckon Red Hill know how to defend their ground.
Yes.
They'll protect the middle heavily, but you can protect the middle all you want against Red Hill. They'll go around you. And
They've got the room to go around.
The 50s are huge.
They're
like the width in that ground is huge. So you're going to find opportunities. You can kick goals in the boundary at that ground. So they're going to find opportunities within inside. So I don't know. I just think it's if you're pressing on Seaford's ground, you can press it, condense it, you can do it quite well. But when you try and do that on a ground this big, there's gaps everywhere, and Red Will go around you. They don't care.
Yeah, 100%.
This will be
I love it.
It'll be a good game.
Cracker
so
match.
Good, unbelievable. Well, jeez, it is a real cost of the toy in this one, isn't it?
Big time. And as we know, Gammas, bloody Macca, if it was at Seaford.
Yeah, I know.
Might be Seaford, It's that close.
I just don't know a lot about the new Red Hill, but I think I have to agree with Macca and say that if Red Hill are a sniff to prove a point, they've got to win this game. They have to win this game.
It is a real statement.
And it's at home, so I'm just going to go Red Hill. We'll split it down the guts again and go 2 even. That is a wrap for the Division 2 football show. Thanks to Impact Glass and Glazing. Thanks to Sam and the team. Also, go and check out Wickham Glass. There just opened up change management down at Hastings. So go and say good day to Sam and his old man Michael. They are doing great things down there with the team at Wickham. So that is a wrap. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with, we're going to be back with the Chief and the Pallets. I think you're up on a cherry. Well, God forbid that cherry picker. You're getting one this weekend, aren't you?
Apparently.
Oh, apparently. You are listening and watching. We're going to be back with the Chiefs Pallets, the Halftime Heroes.
This is Halftime Heroes.
Looking for unbeatable deals on new and used Toyotas? Head to Frankston Toyota, where great service meets great value. From rugged Hilux to fuel-efficient Corolla, we've got the perfect car for every driver. And right now, crazy low finance rates for selected models. Come see why locals trust Frankston Toyota. Just off the freeway. Easy to find, hard to beat. T's and C's apply. Visit frankstontoyota.com.au today.
Welcome back to Halftime Heroes, the latest on local sport across the Mornington Peninsula.
Welcome back to the halftime heroes. As I said at the top of the break, it's now time for the chieftain and his pallets. Let's get that big fucking crane forklift truck in and lift the big chief up. Chief, you're up high. Take it away, please.
Righto, folks. So heaps of emails.
There's been a lot of Corrie.
Oh, the correspondence this was be a PB.
PB.
And lots of higher echelon people getting into us.
Yes.
So
Getting into us.
yeah,
Good. Keep
but
it coming.
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
one
Get
thing,
involved.
the one thing that has stood out is we mentioned it earlier is the crowd behaviour.
Yep.
And just I suppose I'm not going to call it lack of control, folks.
Yep.
The lack of control and
There's ground marshals, isn't there?
well,
There should be.
you'd hope so.
Yep.
And especially at these times. So we've seen some incidents around that just should not be placing people into that type of situation. And clubs are on notice. So we've given some free kicks to a couple of clubs over the past couple of weeks that if we see anything at all, it's going to press. Yep. So we just can't afford to tuck things under for whatever reason.
Yep.
So if it's there in the public domain on our
Website.
or our anywhere on the MPFNL website or items like that, it's going.
Yep.
So clubs have to, their presidents and their committees have to be responsible for managing their members.
Yep.
And in turn, the members have to be respectful to both their committees and their presidents and the players and oppositions of other teams. So, it was the rough, early years and all that, but the attitude's just got to change, folks. And as you said earlier, if Grog's got to stop, then that is some of the comments we heard over the weekend to be thrown out at people that in some instances are lying on the ground and
TKO'd.
Yep. So we just can't have that in footy. That's gone out the window, folks.
Yeah.
So back in the 80s it might have happened, but not now.
Not now. Not today.
At the end of the day, it is just local footy, isn't it?
It is,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
So
It's
take
like-
a fucking chill pill. We don't need to hear it. There's kids at these games, like, grow up.
Yep.
It's a game of local football. You haven't got sheep stations on it. You haven't got anything of the sorts. Just grow up and stop being a bogan.
Yep. That's all it is.
100%.
So that's my pellets.
No, well said, Chief.
While we're there, a big I'll call it not a.
And if you can't, don't go.
Yeah, correct. Stay home and watch it on freaking telly.
Exactly.
Yep. If you've got issues with associating yourselves with the public or anything like that, or you just don't go. Don't jeopardise yourself or others by placing yourself at the footy.
In the situation, yeah.
But a big shout out to the Pearcedale Footy Club and in particular Damien Scully. So he's not doing too crash hot at the moment. So we wish him all the best. I used to work with his mum Paula, and incidentally Paula's boss and my ex-boss Brendan Boyd's not doing too well up in the Goldie with a similar condition. So we just wish those two the best. All the community's all behind them, and they're fantastic people. And we just hope they get very well and
100%.
hopefully get down to training very shortly.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Well said, Chief. At the end of the day, Halftime Heroes are here for the Halftime Hero family. And if we get stuff sent to us, mark my word, it's going to go up on Facebook, on YouTube, and on the Halftime Heroes website as well, because we are all in this together. And I would hate, as Mac has said, that it would absolutely crumble clubs if the AFL turn around and say that all local football is now dry zones because of incidents like we've been seeing in the last few weeks. So it's time to pull up your socks and act your age. And maybe if you can't control yourself, either don't go or maybe you should just get on the waters. Well said to you, Chief. One of your best for season 2026. I rate that heavily. Well, that's a wrap for the Halftime Heroes, boys. It's been an absolute pleasure. What a cracking episode.
Yeah, enjoyed it.
Yeah, no,
Fun.
very good. Aren't you glad that you remembered halfway through the night and you were able to
I was sitting at home and got the message from Chief, and I was like, shit, I better get the car and get across here. I hadn't been here for so long, so I just didn't
routine.
I didn't think I did this anymore.
leave the breadcrumbs.
Yeah, no, exactly. You'll
I'm
get
so
home.
happy I came now. It's good.
We
It's good
only,
fun.
I mean, you're not around the corner, but I have to pass your joint.
Yeah,
So,
you do.
Yeah,
You do
exactly.
pass
So
my
I'll
joint.
just bloody
Yeah,
come and
just
get you.
Bip the horn and
Yeah,
just
that's
let me know
right.
you're there
Yeah.
and jump in the car.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And we'll carpool.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I
good.
like it.
All right.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. All the clubs as well will be the Kona Silence will be out and about.
Yes.
So we'll make some phone calls later in the week.
Absolutely, we're coming to your club, and we want to wreak a little bit of havoc while we're there. So get your pranksters and your we don't want to talk to numpties that aren't going to say anything. We want to talk to the larrikins and obviously the stalwarts of the club. So get behind us.
And also the web page. So the pay feature to purchase hats will be going in this week.
Oh, very good.
So you'll be able to order your merch online.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So,
And given the success of the beanies, there will be more merch. Don't you worry about that to come.
we're putting out a lingerie brand.
A lot.
Yeah.
Chiefs lingerie.
Some arseless chaps for you. Imagine the big cock and balls just
We had Victoria's Secret come to us, and
big
they
gonads on either side of the man key.
They wanted to put out Halftime Hero Secrets brand. I'm just passing on the info.
Oh no, oh mate, I've fair income. There'll be no lingerie.
Right at the
I'll
final
give you
siren,
tip.
throws
Yeah, I
that
know,
out.
absolutely. Christ, trying to wrap shit up. I'd like to thank Frankston, Mornington, and Rosebud Toyota. Thanks for your amazing support, as well as
In a protein.
thanks, Jake.
We got Little Court Co as well for all your pickleball specials.
Oh, it is huge pickleball.
Big time, big time. We got LC Constructions, our guys. Anything construction related, they're your guys. And Impact Glass and Glazing. Best glaziers on the niche.
Absolutely. That is wrap for the Halftime Heroes. Don't forget to jump on our website and subscribe for free. Unlike some of you think, it is for free. You just get your updates and you can get all your action coming from out of the news weekly. Chief does an amazing job each and every week doing his editorials and whatnot.
They're not me.
They're not
not.
you.
That's a person in the Philippines.
Oh, in the Philippines.
Yep.
They're in the Philippines. Yeah,
Well, that's what I get told.
No.
They sound like they're from the Philippines. So, yeah. No, I've had lots of feedback, folks. Thanks for the constructive criticism. Yeah. Fucking hell. Love Joe Public, I tell you.
Aren't they good? And we love your support. So don't stop just getting a bug right up Big Chieftain's ass, because we love when he gets angry.
Just right beside
So
my hemorrhoids.
absolutely. So make sure you jump on and give him grief, and don't picture that ass, because no one wants to. But that is a wrap for the Halftime Heroes for, I think, the third time, Macca.
Yeah, I think we've wrapped that up.
Absolutely.
More rapping
be
than
back.
friggin' miners.
He keeps it.
Just hurry up and finish your show, okay?
See you later. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.